What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good, baby. I'm feeling real good. We are officially, about 30 hours away from game time, man.
Yeah.
Thursday night football. Back in a trap. Last time we was doing a Thursday night, we were there.
I'll be interested to see.
Yeah, we were there last time, man.
How the fans are. Not saying like people getting rowdy or fights or anything like that, but we've told this a couple times on the podcast. Man. When we were up there Thursday night, they stood the whole game.
The whole game, bro.
Now, we got upper deck seats. We were in the lower level. I wonder if that even translates to the top decks, too. Yeah. But I know in the lower level, like, everyone stood up. It was like a college atmosphere.
It was nuts.
I don't care. I'm fine with that. I wish people at Heinz Field stood up the whole time and make it more fun. I would
agree, man. It was a dope atmosphere, bro. Super dope. But back to the scene of the crime, man. I'm on one. I'm feeling good. So, yeah, man. I'm excited, bro. We need this one. We need this.
I was going to say, but dress Mason just to do it, but he's already been up there as like backup and stuff. He actually played. He dropped the 300 and the 3 touchdowns.
But it wasn't on Thursday night, though.
You're saying it needs to be the same scenario.
It has to be the same scenario.
Myles Garrett ain't
Thursday
hurt.
night.
He's going to be out there.
Man, we knew he won't hurt. They just put that up there for the shenanigans. Come on now.
Oh, did they actually? Did they put him as like questionable or something?
Yesterday. I think they updated it today, though.
Okay, there's nothing on there.
Because they didn't practice.
Did they say it was limited or something?
No, just for like questionable. But there's walkthroughs. So it's like, how are you telling if a person is limited, full, or whatever? So, but he'll be fine. He's playing. But I'm excited, bro. If Mason was going back out there, that would be kind of crazy. You never know.
I was gonna say just to do it to give him like if
half
we're winning,
team captain.
Team captain will be funny, or just like if we're winning, give him the final kneel down.
Him and Larry Ogunjobi walk out together as team captains.
That'd be great.
I would like that.
That'd be amazing. Because I'm assuming Myles Garrett is one of their captains.
Absolutely he is.
That would be amazing.
Perfect. Like, yeah, he on my team now. What's up? Yeah, I would like that.
Man,
I would like that.
Wouldn't you be dressing though? It's worth it. It's worth it for the spectacle.
It's worth it, bro. Drop one of the D linemen,
just
man.
for that energy.
Yeah, man.
It's worth it.
That's the Black Air Force energy.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, man. Have him walk up there with Larry. Come on. That would set the tone. You know it would. Ooh. And send Pickens out there, too, just for the heck of it.
Those 3 as captains.
Yes. I need George Pickens. I need Larry Ogunjobi. And I need Mason Rudolph to come to the front. Yeah.
That absolutely works for me.
I need that. Dang, man, now you got me excited. Let's go. But yeah, other than that, man, everything's good in the hood, man. Can't complain,
Yeah, I don't have too much going on either.
Been bumping my Pooh Shiesty. I've been on my Memphis flow today, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's close to that game.
Actually, you might be interested in this. You know how I've been talking about Ultimate Team and how much I hate EA Sports and
because they have no
Madden
integrity.
23.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all this stuff. You know how much I hate all that. Because
and rightfully so.
They have such a flawed system with how they do things. They basically screw over their consumer base, the people that actually love the
working
game,
fan,
the community that plays the game. They screw them over. There's actually a little pack strike going on right now. The people that play Ultimate Team, they're refusing to buy any packs.
What?
And apparently EA's heard them. So I'll be interested to see if anything changes because this has been the tipping point.
This has been the worst.
Everything I've talked about over these last couple of years of how EA puts out packs with shitty odds and you be spending hundreds of dollars and still not get the amount of coins that you need to get the card that you want or just the card that you want in those packs.
Yeah.
This is probably times 5. It's actually like really, really that bad.
Wow.
It's really, really bad. So, everyone's upset. I mean, I think it's a good thing, though, that everyone's speaking out and there might be a little freeze on the game.
I like it then,
we'll see if any changes happen.
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta revolt. Sometimes you gotta protest.
I'll be a part of it. I didn't start it, but once I saw it, I'm like, I won't buy any packs.
Hey, that's a stance we can get behind. I ain't buying no packs either.
100%.
None of their packs. I'll buy other packs.
We'll see how long it goes, but you should just keep it going. Like, I don't know. Here's the problem. You have a bunch of content creators out there that are doing it. I wonder how many people that play the game don't pay attention to content creators.
Yeah.
Watch people play Ultimate Team and stuff that don't really get the message and they're just going to keep doing it. But if EA and Madden's profits are continuing to decline, they'll get the picture at some point.
That'll definitely get that attention.
Weeks, months, that starts adding up where it's like, all right, this profit margin, these revenues are nowhere close to what it was last year. And obviously everyone's pissed off, so we got to do something.
Hey, man, when you talk about hurting a person's money, especially them companies like that, man. Absolutely, that'll get that attention. I like it though. But yeah, I'm with it, man. No packs for Madden, man. Let's do it. No packs.
We're done.
Hell no, we won't go.
Until the Ultimate Team community leaders tell us otherwise.
Hey, talk about it then. I can dig that. So, I guess without further ado, let us know where you're tuning in from so we can give those big boy shout outs to start the show the way we always do. Yes. And make sure you like the vid, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit that notification bell. There we go. Got all three of those checked off. Boom.
Okay, we got Salamai Obama Slap.
What? Hey now.
816 KCMO, Kansas City, Missouri. Put in the kid. Throw it to Pickens.
Okay.
Bang bang Stiller gang.
Hey, you know what time it is?
Zix Shazier, the 818, tuning in from Thousand Oaks.
Oh, he back in the, he back on the homeland. Okay, respect.
Leah Warren 254, Killeen, Texas.
Shout out to Leah.
She says Wagwan Mayu.
Wagwan. You know, hey man, we all gotta show love. You know that.
Calmonier back in the 802, Green Mountain State.
Hey, salute.
Glad to hear he had safe travels.
Yes.
Rod Dallas, 330,
shout out to
Ohio.
Robin Rockaway. Hey, Rod, you know what we on today. I like it.
Rarity Unlimited, 785, Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
David Dupree, D.D. Smalls from Gainesville, Florida.
Shout out to the homie, D.D. Smalls.
Jason Winston, the 310, West L.A., baby.
Oh, all right. Let me hop in here real quick, man. I got Matthew Gisner tuning in from the 410. Baltimore in the house. Stand clear the 905 Toronto. Then I can't forget about Tydell Green. Tuning in from Port Allegheny, PA, 4 hours north of Pittsburgh towards Buffalo. Hey, now. He's close to Buffalo. I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear that he's close to Buffalo?
Steeler fan.
But he's close to Buffalo. Did you know that? Like Buffalo, that it's in the 716 area. They wear blue and red. Yeah.
I know it's a city.
Yeah, they got nice wings.
I still haven't tried them yet.
You're right.
Like to try them.
You said you want to go back, right? We're going back. Man, I was thinking to myself too.
What, week 5?
Yeah, I was thinking to myself as they were playing on Monday night, right?
Is it week 5 or week 6?
I think it's 6. But I was sitting here Monday night watching the game, and I was thinking about you, Deke. I was like, dang, I know Deke is really enjoying this performance today. And I happened to have my barber here. You know him. He was cutting me up. And I was like, you know him? You and Deke are both Bills fans now that I think about it. Because I've seen you in a Bills jersey. I've seen him in a Bills jersey. I've seen both of y'all at Bills Stadium.
Nah.
I've seen both of y'all going crazy for Bills players. Like, what was up with that? Huh?
That's fake news.
No, I don't think that's fake news, Deke. And you got blue on today. You Bills fan? What's going on, man?
No, this is the gorgeous colors of Pitt.
That's Buffalo blue.
The royal blue and
that's Buffalo blue. That's like the throwback.
It is like a Steeler gold kind of.
That's like low key Buffalo blue.
A rich yellow.
Nah, man, I'm starting to wonder what's up, Deke.
Pitt colors, they gotta be top 10 in college football.
Deke, you a closet Bills fan? Just a little bit. You sure?
No.
You weren't a little bit excited on Monday night watching that game?
Very much the opposite.
Especially when you saw Malik Willis go in there, you had to be like, yo, let's get it. You had to feel good, right?
Nope. Turned on the game, saw the score, turned it off.
No.
Didn't want anything to do with it.
You didn't want to watch that?
No.
You sure?
I'm good.
You not a little bit.
No.
You ain't see like the first touchdown pass? What the second one? What about that third
I saw
one
to
Diggs?
Diggs. I don't know if that was the first one or third one.
You know, he had 3 of them things out there.
I saw one across the middle. And
Did you see that one in the back of this? I'm like, and he got him and was like, him. You know, you see
Josh Allen and Diggs are good. We know this.
I didn't know if you saw that. I was just checking. And shout out to the run. They had a little running game up there too. I don't know if you peeped that.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't on my radar.
Okay.
No, the Titans look like they suck. I mean,
Buffalo can have that effect though, huh? Make it have that effect.
We'll see how the season plays out.
Well, because I'm with you on that. We 100% will. But you know, the Rams, they felt the same way. Everybody thought the Rams sucked because they played the Bills, and it was like, oh, they don't actually suck. They actually all right.
Almost lost to the Falcons.
But they didn't though. You know.
Bills are a good team. We knew this going in. They're playing good.
It's all right to be a fan of your team.
I don't need to.
It's all right that you like your team, right, man. I understand that you like. I understand that you like your team, man.
That's not my team.
You sure?
Not my team.
You sure? Why you be talking about Josh Allen, man?
He's a good quarterback.
Were you smiling when you seen him?
No.
You ain't smiling a little bit.
No. It's actually really annoying.
If you had a fantasy team, would you have him on your team?
Probably not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Why not?
I wouldn't want him on my team. Well, I quit fantasy, but yeah, I wouldn't want him on my team. Probably have Pickett on the bench.
Oh.
I don't know what my squad would consist of. Yeah, I'm just done with fantasy. It's a great thought not to have anymore.
I could dig it, man.
Pay attention week by week.
I could dig it.
Josh Allen would not be on my team, though.
That's crazy. You sure?
He's a good player. Actually,
would you have Diggs up there?
Probably. Is he the top fantasy quarterback right now? He's probably in the top 3 or 4.
I think he's up there.
Tua's got to be the top guy. Honestly.
Oh, God.
Probably Tua, Hurts. Wentz is probably up there.
Hurts got to be up there, though. You're
Flacco
right.
might be after that week 2 performance.
Man.
Flacco might be in that top
Are you
10.
buying it? You buying the Flacco magic?
No. That
Dude,
was lucky.
Going back,
we watched the game.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he just blew the coverage. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Blew the coverage. They got the onside kick. They
nuts.
had momentum. Browns were looking skittish on that final drive.
Definitely
were.
momentum
Completely flipped.
That was the craziest of sequence though.
Yeah, he didn't look like that amazing. He didn't look bad though.
No, he didn't.
He didn't look bad at all. Like honestly, if he keeps playing like that, they're gonna stick with Zach Wilson because they picked him number 2, but. He didn't look bad. Like he looked like he might be able to start for one of the 32 teams.
Yeah. The question is, can he keep doing that?
Right.
That's the question.
I can't. What'd they do in week 1? I can't even remember. The Jets.
They had a tough one. They were close though. Yeah, because that's when remember that's when Saleh at the end gave that speech like I'm keeping receipts on everybody that like laughs at us or hates on us or say stuff like that. Yeah, I forgot who they were playing though. But yeah, they lost a close one week 1. I
can't remember either.
Yeah, but I definitely remember him having that statement, and then that's why it was like crazy to see them actually win in week 2.
Yeah, Bills played good. Eagles played good as well Monday night. Yeah, those were 2 terrible games.
Yeah, they were.
Terrible games.
They were.
I can't remember why I was catching the Monday night games later, and as soon as I flipped on the channel, see the Bills score.
Yeah, both of them.
Let's see what the Eagles-Vikings game looks like. It was like 24-7. I'm good.
They was killing my dog Kirk Cousins. It was a rough one. It's prime time. You know how
it's prime time.
Just chill out. Just chill out. Okay, we ain't got to do all that. Don't do all that.
The prime time.
Don't do all that. He's not. Look at his full body of work. We don't need to isolate prime time. That's all I'm saying when we talk about Kirk Cousins.
That's my thing.
No.
He's always gonna let you down when the moment's biggest.
But who was that big moment? That wasn't a big moment. That was just another day.
That's a big game against the Eagles.
It was just another day. It was just another day.
Monday Night Football.
That was just another day. It was just another day.
Yeah, that was big for them because the Packers won. It's like, all right,
he was just chilling.
Beat the Packers the first week, so keep pace. Try to stay
at the top of the division. It was just survive. He was just chilling. You know, Kirk don't like playing at nighttime. It's because of something with his eyes. I don't know. He's not a nighttime quarterback though. It's fine. Yeah. But anywho, let's proceed. Keenan.
You got any more?
Yeah, I did have a couple more, man. Yeah, you distracted me over there, man. Jeez, bringing up all this quarterback talk. Keenan Fuller, though, tuning in from the 574, Warsaw, Indiana. I like it. Shout out. And Alan Sykes, the 540 Harrisonburg, Virginia, a.k.a. JMU Dukes. Big one this weekend, Deke. Big one this weekend.
App State seems like they got the mojo.
All the smoke. I'm telling you now, Deke. We on one. I got that push ice the energy for a reason. We going in there tomorrow. We're going to smack up Cleveland, take care of that. Then in 2 days, we can go down there to App State, down to Boone, North Carolina. Giving noogies and taking wins. I'm telling you now, baby. It's one of them days.
The first 3 weeks for Appalachian State have to be historic right now.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
First one, the comeback against North Carolina was crazy. They ended up losing.
Yep.
Still insane. And then they beat Texas A&M.
Insane.
Who I think is still a really good team. I wouldn't be surprised if those are their. Didn't they lose one in week 1 too? They were 0-2. Wouldn't be surprised if those are their only 2 losses and they run the slate rest of the season. And then the comeback Hail Mary play from last week. Insane. The first 3 weeks. It's got to be the craziest 3 weeks for a college football team.
Yeah.
Start off the season.
But it all comes to an end this weekend, baby. Every road.
What's the spread?
I ain't looking at no spread. You think I care about the spread, baby?
You think
I'm worried about the spread, baby? Man, big bang, take little bit. That's what I told him. Man, we want all that. Okay, we want all that this weekend. But first, we got to take care of business tomorrow. We're going to take care of business tomorrow. I might 2-game parlay this thing. That's how good I'm feeling. Okay? That's how good I'm feeling, Deke. We're going to take care of business. Don't be laughing at us. Hey, all right.
What type of parlay are you calling that? Because we got the Pittsburgh parlay. You just parlay the Pittsburgh
we call it the Moats parlay because they're both my teams.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a Moats parlay. I might throw Buffalo in there, too.
That would be a Moats parlay.
It would be a Moats parlay.
Very much would be a definition of a Moats parlay.
I feel strong about all 3, too.
Who are Bills playing this week?
It don't matter. They got Miami this week. That's the one I'm excited for, man.
2 action.
Yeah, we got to see, man. We got to see about this thing.
Home or away?
Down there, I want to say, yeah. Should be down there if I remember correctly. but I could be off. I Steelers Day right now. Okay, I ain't up on my Bills just yet. Steelers Day right now.
Fair.
Jeez, don't be trying to have me over here sound like I'm conflicted. Yeah, you know where my allegiance lies.
We'll see week 6.
Come on, man.
We'll see what your tune is week 6.
Come on, man. What pitches are up in here? What pitches are up in here, Deke?
I mean, you live in Pittsburgh. You got to,
Okay,
right?
okay. What color is this carpet, though, Deke?
The carpet's red.
Like I said, we conflicted, man. It's a house divided times. Who knows?
Yeah, there's no Bills bobblehead.
Nah. What color is this carpet, though, baby?
You got a fair amount of shoes, blue and red, though. That could just be for America, though. I don't know.
Oh, it's America?
Is it? I'm asking you.
They say the Bills are America's team.
Who's saying that?
That's what they said. You heard it?
Who's saying
You
that?
say it's America's team, bro. I just ain't know if you knew that.
I've heard Cowboys, but
Yes, it
that's
does.
kind of fake news. Not fake news, but that's only because the Steelers didn't want it.
Yeah.
They begged us for it. We're like, nah.
Yeah,
We're Pittsburgh's team. We're the world's team.
Absolutely. But it's one of them things like people just keep throwing on the Bills. I don't know why. They just keep throwing it on them. Yeah. But either way.
I have yet to hear it.
Oh, man. Because you turned the game off quick. That's what it was. Yeah. If you would have listened to it a little bit longer, yeah, you'd have heard it. All right.
Come on, yeah. We'll get to Super Chess.
Let's do it.
That. I'm with Deke. Get Pickens the damn ball.
Let's do it.
You know he's open 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Him and all the receivers are open all the time, actually.
Yep. You better believe it. Every time.
I love those quotes. Pickens ain't lying. He's not a guy to lie. Now, I get every receiver thinks they're open a lot, but for Pickens to come out and say it like that,
Yeah.
he must think he's open a far more amount than he's not open and should be getting the ball more.
Okay,
And we've been
okay.
saying this, so I'm with Pickens.
I would agree.
Calmonier, Canada needs to get his shit straight real quick.
I would agree.
Did you listen to his interviews?
I did not know. No.
You didn't hear his answers?
No,
They're
please tell
incredible.
me what he said. Pretty please, because I seriously.
They
missed
actually
it, bro.
were incredible. So the first one was about taking more shots downfield. Are there opportunities down there? That's what the guy asked him. And he said, I'm not answering that. I respect your question, though, but I just can't answer that.
What?
Said the exact same thing again when Kabali asked him about Pickens' quote, where he's like, Pickens is saying he's 90% open. Canada chuckles a little bit. He's like, I respect the question, but I think I'm just going to let that one lay. Amazing. It was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm just gonna let that one lay. All right. Yeah.
He's fair in saying it's kind of like a lose-lose no matter what he says.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
But you could
Yeah.
you could PR it up a little bit.
A little
Where
bit
it's
better
like,
than that.
yeah, I think we do need to take some more shots downfield. I need to do better. It's just a
Exactly.
group effort.
You know how that's the answer right there.
But no, he said, I'm not going to answer it. But doesn't that make you think?
It makes it like they don't agree.
He's thinking, it's Mitch.
Yeah.
Plays are down there. I just ain't answering it, though. I don't want to throw him under the bus.
That is definitely how
and
it comes
he's chuckling at the Pickens comment because he's thinking, yeah, Pickens is always up, and I
Yeah.
schemed it up for him.
Yep. That definitely is how that comes off. Like, what in the world?
Come on, yeah.
Yo, that's such passive aggressive. I love it.
I mean, you're getting comments from
Like, what in the world?
players in Canada going just like
It's
each
so
way in
passive
terms of the blame.
aggressive, bro.
Because
Oh
you're
my
hearing some
gosh.
receivers talking about
Yes,
being
seriously.
open. Deontay's talked about being open.
And they
Pickens,
said you gotta
obviously.
call more stuff. Yeah.
But then you're hearing
Yeah.
from Mitch, Claypool. Even I think Deontay said something
Yeah.
else where it's like the play calling.
Yeah.
We need to do more stuff down the
Yes,
field.
dude.
So let's just say 50-50 Mitch Canada and move on.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a game tomorrow because this could all
that is
change.
funny,
It's in
man.
Canada in Mitch's hands to flip the script tomorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of drama for
Bro,
2 or
that
3
is
days.
Funny, bro. That is funny. I gotta go and see this. Jeez.
Come on, yeah. We need an official momentum story today to lighten the mood.
Hey man, them phone lines will be open. Y'all already know that. Them phone lines will be open.
The 12th wonder, Master Moats, Big Deke, bringing the whole family to the Jets game.
Oh,
from
let's
across
do
the
it,
country.
baby. Let's
Y'all
do
gonna
it.
pop in October 2nd.
Man, I will be down there. Like I said, I'm down for every home game, but it's always inside the stadium at the Great Hall, which is right next to the Steelers like pro shop. I always be down there around 11:30, hosting the interviews that you see on the page and stuff like that. I always be down there with the different Steelers legend. It's free to pull up in. You just got to have your ticket because it's actually inside the stadium. But that's always around 2 hours prior to kickoff. So, yeah, just always remember that. For anybody that's trying to pull up, that's probably the easiest way to let y'all know where I will be at.
Matthew Gisner. Hey, boys. In the 410. Been tough this week behind enemy lines.
Facts.
Yeah, he's Baltimore.
Facts.
Mitch scared to get hit. Explain short passes and running out of bounds.
He's saying that explains the short pass and running out of bounds. Okay. All right.
I wonder if Mitch was surprised how good our offensive line did.
I think that him and Naji were surprised.
Is he going to look back at the tape like, oh, wow, I actually had an extra second or two?
Listen, I'm sure him and Naji are going to look and be like, oh, they actually did block for us. They actually did protect us. They actually did have us. I had a run. Okay. That's why I'm hoping that both of these guys are going to be way better come Thursday night, man. Because part of that is real. It's hard to say you trust them when you hadn't seen that from them. You know? So, in the moment, I can understand it, man. I can. But it can't repeat. That's the other thing.
Oh, we're going to have a good chance.
That's what I'm saying. We
get
definitely should.
On offense.
Yeah.
Browns defense.
Running-wise and pass-wise, like, they're outside of Myles Garrett, they don't have much that's going to be able to like hurt us up front like that.
They got some good names on paper, but it doesn't look that lethal in these first 2 weeks.
Communication is terrible with them right now.
The King Herc. Deke, can we gun one before the game? I'll be up there.
Ooh,
Cleveland game?
Okay. That's what he's talking about. I think
Thursday night football?
Yeah. I saw somebody else say they was going to go to the game too.
I'll be up there.
Yeah, I definitely saw somebody else ask that. Yeah, Deke said he pulling up, man. So y'all already know what it is, man. Deke getting after it, man. If y'all see that, man, make sure y'all give him a white claw, por favor. Or one of them, like, Bud Seltzers. He like them, too.
I don't know what my plan is before the game. I don't know if we're... Because I'm going up with... I think it's like 5, 6, or 7 people.
It don't matter. Wherever you see him at. If you see him...
I don't know if we're going out to dinner beforehand.
If you see him at dinner... Get him a white claw. If you see him at the gas station, get the man a white claw. If you see Deke in the restroom at the stadium, wait till he leaves and washes his hands, but then get that man a white claw. There you go. So now you covered all bases.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jonah John, welcome to the upper room.
I see you, Deke. Was that?
No. I'm waiting for the song for you.
Whoa.
I was just reading the chat.
Okay.
No.
You sure?
That wasn't a song.
You sure? I was just checking, man.
There was no cadence to that.
It wasn't, but I was like, man, is that like a step in the right? I thought you just putting your toe in the water.
No.
You sure?
I typically say Jonah John has joined the upper room or something like that, but I guess I just literally read the comment and didn't think about it. So right after, I'm like, I never say it that way. But it's cool.
That's how it all starts. Lower room song coming soon, guys. He just put his toe in.
Probably never happened, if we're being honest.
All right. Well, Jonah John, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we do appreciate you. Welcome to the family. And since you are new to the family, just remember this. Tomorrow, after the game ends, there will be a Space Talk, which is a 60-minute post-game live reaction show with yours truly. But after that finishes, an extra 15 to 20 minutes exclusively for upper room members. All right. So that way you can ask any questions that you want and get it off your chest as well. Just wanted to give you that update. So yeah.
Come on, your biggest bright spot so far besides Minkah? Whole team?
Alex Highsmith. Week 1 at least.
Yeah, Miles Jack.
Cam Sutton. Yeah.
Hayward. Devin Bush.
Pat Shiesty.
Yeah, Pat Frymouth for sure.
Yeah.
Really good week 1.
The offensive line in week 2.
Right. Yeah, we got some bright spots.
Absolutely. Deontay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Mr. Hands himself.
Deontay's a good one. Terrell Edmonds.
Come on now.
How about the other safety?
Come on now.
Good.
What about the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
He been hitting from over 50 consistently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Google East. Moats, I think Deke prefers Mahomes, especially if there's only 13.
You got to chill, Google East. I don't like that energy right now, Google East. All right? You got to chill. Okay?
Let me finish with that. I'm sorry. I started laughing.
Chill. Yeah,
There's only 13 seconds left.
Yeah, you got to chill for that, all right? You chill. Oh, I did see. It was one up here. I got to hit you real quick. Balling in the Blitz. He says, can I get a big shout out for the new channel? Absolutely. Balling in the Blitz. Salute you, baby. Let's go.
Booyah. What's poppin', Steeler Nation? Moats and Deke, y'all the realest. Residing in the 651, currently in Maryland visiting my sick grandma. Stay blessed, y'all. Let's smash those brownies.
No, man, absolutely smash them brownies. And big prayers up to you and your granny. That is never easy, man, whenever you got a sick relative, man, that you got to be with, man. So big ups to you for that, man.
Come on, yeah. Shout out to Joe Haden. Was she retired with us?
Yeah, that's the homie, man. Salute Joe Haden, man. Jumpman, Joe Money. Yeah, I mean, I get it. But at the same time, I definitely get why he retired as a Brown. The Browns paid him a lot of money. He was the number 5 overall pick up there. He had his Pro Bowls up there. Obviously, his best years were there and things like that. Man, I love him as a Steeler though. That's my dude. But no, I could definitely understand it. How many years he had? What, 5 here and was it 6 there or 7 there? 7 there. Yeah.
So 2 additional years up in Cleveland. You're right. He was probably the best or at the top of his game when he was in Cleveland.
When he was
still played really good with us, but he had the best team success, obviously, with us too.
Absolutely.
That's tough, yeah. You make a decision. You were up there for 7 years. They drafted you. Is what it is.
Yeah, that's
1 day contract. Once a Steeler, always a Steeler. So it ain't the end of the world.
Facts.
Timing's interesting though. Day before Thursday night, Steelers Browns.
He put his flag in his hand. He's like, you know what? This what y'all want?
Well,
you're not gonna sign me back.
You know
you
what?
Want to roll with
Probably
Kello?
has something to do with it.
Give me the Browns.
We were the team he was on most recent.
Bro. Come on,
we were
bro.
the one that spurned him most recently.
Come on, bro.
Cleveland cut him back in 2016.
It talked greasy about him too. He's washed. You know, we won't need him. We got the young guy. We got Greg Ward. Or no, we got Denzel Ward. We won't need him. We all right.
I guess it goes back to what has happened most recently.
Yeah.
2016, in between, what was that? The 2017 offseason, I guess they cut him. That was a long time ago. That was 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago. So it probably faded from his memory.
He said the time was really interested though. Yeah.
The cut that was most recent probably sticks in his head the most.
He said, "Oh, I can feel your wound. Give me the Browns."
Favorite moment? I mean, Patriots pick against Brady, Keller Rush probably.
Oh, as a fan, yes. As a teammate, man.
I got a personal one too.
I'm trying to think, man.
You would understand why.
For me as a teammate, man, it was just always just fun being around a dude. That's my dude, man. We go shoe for shoe. Only guy that I've ever seen that could wash my shoe collection, and I take a lot of pride in my shoe collection. But nah, man, Joe, man, Jumpman Joe, man, we came out the same year. It's nuts. It's crazy. Remember him when I saw him at the rookie symposium, bro. I'll never forget this. I told him this to this day, and he still actually has this as well. So I was like, thinking, big time. A little 6th round, have my little money on me and stuff like that. So we go out there to the symposium. I'm like, I got my little fly stuff on, feeling nice with it. And I see this cat walking up. Because, it's all different teams. It's like, oh, the Cleveland Browns are in here. Oh, all right. Oh, that's Joe Haden. It's like, oh, okay, Joe Haden. He turns around. He got the biggest, most iced out Florida Gator logo chain I had ever seen, bro. All the diamonds, everything. I'm just like, God dang. Just put my little one back in. Tuck mine in. I felt real little. And I remember leaving like, dang, man, I can't wait to get some money like that, man. I'm going to get me one of them chains. So obviously when he signs here with us, I'm like, yo, Joe.
You tell him that story.
I'm like, yo, Joe, man, I need to know, you still got that chain? He was like, yeah, I still got it, Moats. I just don't wear it as much. He said, I still got it. I was like, dang, bro. Salute him for that, though, man. But that was my dude, man. I always had big respect for Joe. And he's like the truest professional, too, man. He never cheats the game. That's the thing I love about Joe, man. Always going to put that work in there in practice. Always going to come to work in the games. And he talking big trash the whole time. Because, yes, he does lift weights. Lift weights. And that's facts, baby.
I got to go with his 2-pick game out in Arizona.
Ooh.
We were there.
Yeah, we were there.
Cool atmosphere.
We definitely were.
That was the Duck Hodges experience.
Was nuts. Oh my
Needed the defense to step up, and Joe Haden stepped up in a big way. And actually, the dude that you interviewed on the pregame show, you were doing predictions and stuff.
He caught it.
He's like, Joe Haden's the best effing cornerback in the league. He's getting 2 picks today. And he got 2 picks. The one iced the game at the end.
Bro. That was a crazy night.
That atmosphere was sick. That was a whole, it was like 60-70% Steeler fans. And that's when we went 8-5 after that one.
Like, we felt amazing. Like, Deontay ran back the punt that game.
Yeah.
Bro, that was that was one of
the playoffs felt like a sure thing. And then we went 0-3 to end it.
Yeah, that was one of those ones, though. Jump, man. And Joe had the swaggiest cleats. Oh, my God, bro. The Jordan cleats that this man would practice. And I'm just like, yo, Joe, what in the world, man? Yeah, that's my dude.
Q. Moats, I think it's time to dust off the cleats. Join the rotation with Highsmith and Reed.
Oh, no, baby. No. I'm washed. I embrace my washedness. Yeah. I'm just sitting here with my fellow Bills fan. You ain't no Bills fan, man? It's all right, Deke, man. He said, no, I'm not a Bills fan.
Don't put that energy on me. No. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Far from.
Fair enough.
AJ Martinez. What's up, boys?
What's
your
good? What's
number
good?
again for call-ins?
Oh, we're going to drop it. We'll drop it. We got you.
AJ Martinez
But
is
say-
going to call in.
Yeah, because
Have we ever heard his voice?
I don't think we have. I wish I knew the number off the top of my head. I don't. Do you remember the number?
No clue.
Yeah. I got to pull. That's why I'd be like, hold on real quick. And I pull it up on my phone. And I'd be like, oh, here's the number. I know it's a 412 number. I do know that much.
Nanzito. Just secured them tickets versus the Bucks.
Ooh, let's
It's a
go.
good game to go to. I really hope to see you guys there since I missed you guys last year versus the Seahawks in primetime. I do need to put on the best tailgate.
I need to get put onto the best.
Get put onto the best tailgate and the best spots for nightly activities. Hee.
With the demon emoji. What Deke got you on that nighttime life. Come on, Deke.
I just go with the flow.
Coach him up, Deke. Deke be out here in these streets.
No, I just go with the flow.
Deke
Man.
go hit you with that text. Yo.
Fine. Story from Sunday.
Deke go hit you with a text.
1 o'clock game
Hey,
against
son.
the Patriots, right?
Yes.
I'm still downtown at probably like 10:30 or
At
11
night. Yes.
at Rivers Casino. Well,
Tell us
actually,
where y'all at.
yeah,
What
if you saw my
doing?
YouTube channel, I did my post game report walking from Rivers, and
Bro.
I probably posted around like
Bro.
midnight or something. So
Yeah. Hit you with the, yo, where you at?
you guys could fill in the
Yes.
space in between of what I was doing, but I was having a good time.
Hey, so Deke got you on nighttime activity. That's all I'm saying. It don't matter if it's a 1 o'clock game. It could be an 8 o'clock game. Deke gonna have you at 11, 12. He got you right. Just know that. Shout
Anthony Sixto. During the Ben era, I like this comment. I was always chill about September, October football. Steelers were a November, December team, but with a young team, are these early games more important these days? Also, that Bills blue you guys rocking? Question mark.
It does look like Bill's blue in here.
You see my pit logo?
I see the logo, but that's a diversion.
Nah.
You trying to have the
It's
best
a
of both
great
worlds.
polo. This might be the best shirt I own.
I
I'm
just
not
love the
even
color
front.
blue. That's a nice blue color on you, man.
It is
That's
nice,
a really
but
nice blue.
It's really nice when matched with that pit yellow, that pit rich yellow.
It's
the pit
cool
logo.
because we could easily swap that and put the Charge and Buffalo there. We ain't tripping. I know how it go. I got
No,
this.
this thing's stitched on tight.
I just like Arthur. So that's why I have a shirt with Arthur up there. You lucky I don't have Arthur and Arthur Motlett up here. You know what I'm saying? I had like Great Arthur. You know what I mean? Just how my little Arthurs because we a little clique. We got to stick together.
You should make a custom shirt.
I'm thinking about it. You know, I be saying like how Odell and Von Miller when they come with the, you know what I'm saying? Or even Jamar Chase, they have like the OG Justin Jefferson. I'm like, yo, you know, get me with all my Arthur homies up here.
That'd be cool.
I think it would be dope.
Yeah, actually, you, the cartoon, and Arthur Mallet. would
Yeah, it'd be like, yo, we're three
Yeah,
Arthurs.
pretty fresh.
Let's get it, man. Yeah.
I like this comment though because this is kind of what I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about in terms of really thinking about throwing Pickett in, because with Ben, you give him the benefit of the doubt, man. Like, all right, we're 1-1, or we look like go 1-2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna right the ship because that's what he's done his whole career. With Mitch,
The uncertainty scares you.
not necessarily. What do you mean with Mitch or with Pickett?
No, with Mitch. You said you
With
would give
Mitch, I just feel like
the uncertainty scares you.
of what?
Of if he's not going to be good
Oh, if he's not
enough.
going to turn it around.
Right.
Correct. I was going to say there's 4 seasons of what he's done in Chicago. So, like, right. I don't know if he's going to flip it around because I haven't really seen him do that. They
So
made
it
the
makes you,
playoffs a
it
lot
makes you
because of
scared.
defense.
Makes you nervous. I get it.
He felt limited in the playoffs for them. And then
Yeah.
his last 2 seasons, there's a reason they didn't sign him.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up being a backup for the year. I don't know if he's going to turn it around.
I get it, man. I get it.
I don't want to be wasting games out here.
It's all right to be scared. It's all right to be nervous, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's a weird way to put it because I still have confidence in this team. I think we have
Yeah.
a really nice team.
No, and,
I just don't want the quarterback and the offense to be the issue.
Yeah.
That's why we're losing close games that we probably could be winning.
Yeah. Well, we've only lost one thus far. We won one close game and lost one close game. So far he's 50-50. So far.
100%. He comes out and throws for 250, 2 touchdowns. All right, we'll keep going with him.
Yeah.
250, 2 touchdowns. We win the game. All right.
Just
Why not
find a
keep him
way to
in?
win.
Yeah,
Just find a way to win.
keep him in for the Jets at home.
Yeah.
Why not?
Find a way to win. Take it 1 week at a time, baby. But yeah, I can understand your concern, and it makes sense because, yeah, his track record has not been that he can turn it around. But his track record also wasn't here in Pittsburgh. It wasn't with this type of defense, but at the same time, we do have similarities, right? In terms of his offensive coordinator situation in Chicago, offense coordinator situation here in, Pittsburgh. But I do remember him having a nice receiver out there, though. I do remember that. And I want to say his receiver was a 1,000-yard receiver on multiple years. So I do feel like he's at least capable.
Oh, he's definitely
keeping us. So that's the part for me where I'm like,
he's got to put it together.
Yeah, he got to put it together. But that's the part where when I'm trying to be optimistic, I'm leaning on that part. I'm like, yo, you've had a 1,000-yard receiver on multiple occasions in Chicago, and you had Matt Nagy out there. You had an offensive line that wasn't the best out there. You had running game that wasn't consistent out there. A lot of similarities to Pittsburgh right now. Now, granted, we feel a lot better about our skill position than he had out there in Chicago. But it's like, man, you was able to make some stuff work out there. This is going to happen over here. It's going to happen.
Micah Hemp, we need to draft Chad Powers, QB1. Check the film. You know anything about this?
Bro, we just drafted a quarterback, and I'm not thinking about the draft already. I was about to say, is this a real person?
Eli Manning.
Oh,
did a
I
whole
seen it. Yeah,
thing
you're
for
right.
Penn State.
I seen. Yeah.
How did people not know?
I didn't
that's
watch it.
Not a college kid.
Yeah, it's Eli.
I know they put the makeup on and stuff,
bro,
but come on,
that's not a college kid. Everybody knows. Or at least you should know that.
They did it with Jared Goff. I forget who it was. It might have just been NFL, like NFL's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I totally remember it now.
And the Goff one was more believable because he was young at the time.
Eli looks like a grown man. He's a man. It's a man.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's a man, bro.
There's no way. Not someone didn't think, like, hey, something's off here. Not even thinking it's Eli because they did have a lot of
No, I get that, but it's like
prosthetics on them.
What 17, 18-year-old bodies look like?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
AJ Martinez. Hey, Moats, when I see Deke, I will bring him a hot college lady. She got claws. Where's AJ Martinez hanging out?
I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. You gonna be in Cleveland? Don't just hope it ain't in Cleveland. You bring it. I don't want you to get no interactions with anybody in Cleveland. Okay.
I am. I'm just chilling. Man.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
And no massages either. Okay. I feel like I gotta throw that out there for you. I'm just covering all my bases with you, Deke. Okay. All right. Keep your hands to yourself. Okay.
AJ Martinez always got some interesting comments.
I didn't think I had to even think of it until he just said that. Now I'm over here nervous, Deke. I'm like, oh Lord. Yeah.
Did he say he's gonna be? He didn't say he's gonna be up in Cleveland.
I don't know, but he said when I see him. Yeah. I'm just like, I feel like he might pop up wherever. So wherever, with whoever. You just keep your hands to yourself, Deke. That's all I'm saying, okay?
You know I'm low key.
You keep your hands to yourself.
I'm low key.
Okay. All right.
Focus on me.
Thank you.
Focus on me.
Yeah.
I'm focused on business.
Time is not right now. There it is. Time is not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake Engelbart. I saw the Browns had players only meeting this early in the season. They are in shambles right now. Also, Moats, what are your thoughts on them?
On player only meetings? Dependent on who is running this meeting, it can be really good or it can be an absolute waste of time. I've been a part of multiple player meetings throughout my career at all three of my stops. I've only probably had one that was successful, and that was when we were here in Pittsburgh, and that was after the whole Miami Dolphins, Jay Ajayi, and all that other nonsense. That little stretch of games.
That.
But that's what I said. That was the only time in my career where I've had a players only meeting that actually was beneficial. We had our little heart to heart, our little come to Jesus moment. We got out what we needed to get out. Everybody was on one accord, and then from there we were able to turn it around. Now the other times that I've had these player only meetings, they have been a waste of time. It turns from we need to be accountable to just a shouting match. Everybody pointing fingers at each other because
we need to be accountable. No, you need to be accountable.
Because that's literally how it goes. So for example, a players only meeting that I've had before, and it would consist of how the Akella situation was, right? So Minka would come in there, and this is not real. This is just a simulation of what it would look like, but I'm giving you context based on the game that just happened. So say Minka would come in there for the players only meeting. Hey, yo, man. Hey, it's about us, man. On defense, man, we got to be better. All right? We got to be accountable. We got to do our job. We got to fly around. We got to do this. And I'm over here like, hey, Mink, I hear all that, but don't yell at me, bro. We did our thing as DNs. Yo dude, the one who gave it the touchdown. Shit, get him right. And then his man's gonna stand up and say, nah, man, I don't want to hear that. If you was rushing the passer better, he would never got the ball off. So then Cam would get him and say, well, nah, if you would, and then you just do a whole bunch of that. That's how a lot of the meetings typically have went in my experiences. And like I said, that was completely a mock. That was completely not factual with those names in that scenario. But in terms of how they go, that's how a lot of the meetings with that I've been in. And I've learned, I'll be like, oh, with players only meeting, bro, come on, bro. Why we want to do that? Why? Why? We don't need to do that, man. Stop, bro. Just go ahead and just execute your job. Just do your job. We'll be all right. Yeah, everybody want to, oh, no, man, we got to talk. And everybody wants to be the leader of the players only meeting. That's the other problem. Because everybody feels like, oh, what do you hear on TV? He's a leader. He gets up and talks in front of the guys. So everybody feels like that's their chance to like stand up and be the guy. Yeah, I am not a fan of players only meetings, bro. Yeah.
Zine and Bowie. How does one join the upper room?
Oh, well, in the description box of this stream and of all the content that's on the page, it'll say join the upper room. It's a little link there. You click that. Or if you're on a desktop, if you go to the YouTube page, the home page, I think in the upper right corner, it's a little button up there that says join. Just click on that thing and then you'll be in the family.
Here's a good one. Quan Black. I honestly just wanted to be a part of this donation party. But, Moats, do you feel like you made a bigger impact with Buffalo or Pittsburgh?
Well, first off, I appreciate the contribution and the question. I think I made a bigger impact in Pittsburgh just because I've been here longer and I had more resources available. But I think my connections were a lot stronger in Buffalo because that was when I had to do it more grassroots. I didn't have the resources to just put on like big events. You know what I mean? Like in Buffalo, it was like small school. Like, all right, we taking, we're going to do one event a year. We're going to get 20 kids and we're going to shop with them. And it was like, that was it. Whereas here it was like, oh, we're going to do that event. We're going to do weekly nights at this charity. Or we also going to have, ice cream parties over here. So we're just able to do more. And we're going to make donations to the college. So I was just like, because the resources were greater here, I think the impact was greater. And because I've been here longer, Buffalo was only there for 4 years. Here, I played for 4 years, but I still live here. So it's making, I think it's like 7 years now I've been here. 7 or 8 years I've been living in the city. So, yeah. But I like the question, though, man. Yeah. Shout out to both places, though.
Jay Blanche. Also, I'll be in Charlotte December 18th versus the Panthers.
Okay.
Row S. Bring 7 in as OC. No. No. That's a slap in the face.
Oh, I think and Jay Blanche also has, how long do you think it'll take our offense to fully click? I'm not anti-Mitch, but Kenny is looking pretty enticing. Prediction, 21-17. The good guys. Salute you. I like that. But in terms of how long do I think it'd take the offense to click? About 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I think that's realistic. If it's not clicking by then I think you start looking at personnel changes. If that happens to be at quarterback, then that's the move it is. If that happens to be at running back, that's the move it is. If it happens to be on the offensive line, that's the move it is. But I think after, 4 to 5 weeks, a lot more about your team. It's a larger sample size. You can't just say, oh, he might have just had a bad game or he might have just been starting out slow. When you talk about just in general, Mitch, it's like, man, up until these 2 games right here, right? Last week and this week, when was the last time he actually played 4 quarters of football in a regular season game?
Been a while.
When was the last time he played 4 quarters of football? Preseason included. It's been a while. So for me, it's like, is it so outlandish that he could miss a read or two? I know everybody talks about the George Pickens, you're running the post route and he's wide open. I get it. And it's like, yeah, you got to make that, though. You got to make that read. But it's like, dude, it's been 2 weeks. First time he's played 4 quarters of football in a while. Just context, man. So that's why for me, man, it's like, think about that 4 week mark, man, 4 to 5 week mark. You got to see uptick. You got to see growth. You got to see that familiarity for him coming back. And if it's not, then yeah, now you start looking. Now you're starting to say, well, maybe he's not going to have that. Kind of like we talked about at the beginning of this thing, right? Where it's like, hey, man, we don't know if he can. We've seen him have success in terms of receivers, producing under him, but we haven't seen him have to turn it around where he's starting out bad and now he just clicks that switch. But like I said, at 4 to 5 weeks, if we're not seeing some type of growth, and it can't be just marginal either, we have to see a substantial, like, hey, this is a step. this is what we're looking for right here, then yeah, now you got to start seriously making those type of considerations, stuff like that.
Yeah, because if it's still 160, 170, 180 yards, touchdown pick, we're losing close games or whatnot. It's like, dude, Pickett can give you that.
Yeah.
Pickett can give you that.
Yep.
So I guess my leash is a little bit shorter. I'm ready after this week if things aren't going right, but I'm predicting it's going to be more along your lines, 4 or 5 weeks, maybe even longer than that, almost like what TG was saying, maybe closer to the bye.
Because as we all said, we all like to think of Kenny as a surefire thing for whatever reason, even though we really say it's like, man, when we're talking about 4 quarters of football at NFL level, we haven't even seen him do that just yet. But we are going to have various degrees of faith that he can do it. But we never really take into context, which TG brought up, is what if he cannot do it? What if it is too much for him? Now we've created a scenario where we have just this disaster of a situation. And that is something that I do think the Steelers are cognizant of and trying to avoid at the same time. But that's why I think that they're going to allow Mitch to really have to flame out before they make that type of switch. Yeah. But we'll see, man. We shall see.
AJ Martinez, I'm a little off, so don't hang up when I call. LOL.
Hey, man, as long as you hit the line, man, we all right.
Quan Black. Had to spin the block on the super chat. Just realized I've been an upper room member for a year and 3 days. I joined on my birthday last year. Locked in.
Let's get it. Well, shout out that. Man, see, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Sometimes you just got to check on it, double check and say, oh, I'm straight. I got it. We appreciate you, though.
Matthew Gisner. I have a 93-year-old GMA. I'm guessing he means grandma.
Yeah.
Colts Ravens fan. Okay, his grandma's a Colts Ravens fan
for
Baltimore 45 Colts. Plus years. Yeah. An evangelist. I have converted her. She now roots for Watt and the black and gold. Now she can get into heaven.
Says Watt. He said now she can get into heaven, man. They got her a Steelers fan. She's a Steelers fan now. All Steelers fans go to heaven. Everybody know that, bro.
AJ Martinez. Someday in the future, I will bring claws to Deke the Freak Diggler and some Cabo Wabo for the master.
Hey,
Laughing.
Talk to me now. Talk to me.
Row S. I'll settle for Haley.
And Haley we trust?
The case for Haley right now is Ben's not here.
Well, I saw my homie Vince. He was tweeting.
What'd he say?
He had some comments. He made when people were bringing up Haley and stuff, or he was like, what would Todd Haley be without the Killer Bees, and what would Randy Fichtner be without Ben? And he brought up some good points, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
I thought Haley was a good coordinator though with Arizona.
Yeah, but good, and what he was doing with them Killer Bees was a little different. That Killer Bee man had people thinking it was invincible, bro.
Listen,
they was filthy.
You're preaching to the choir because I will take those Killer Bees over the Cardinals offense. But dude, that Cardinals offense was good with Warner and Fitzgerald and Anquan Boldin and Steve Breaston.
They were.
Who was the running back? Was it
Edgerrin James?
Was it? Oh my god.
Yeah, they were straight. I ain't even gonna lie, they were definitely straight. But man, that Killer Bees spoiled me, bro. The Killer Bees, I'm telling you, they messed up my vision of what offenses should look like. Like, if you're not Killer Bee, I think you're all average. That's why I say I don't think this offense can average 30. Because I'm like, bro, if the Killer Bees can do it, can't nobody do it. And unfortunately, they did.
How many teams did it last year? Do we know?
I don't know.
And we're actually already starting to get into a different era of football from the Killer Bees in a way.
It's crazy.
Almost 5 years removed.
It's crazy, dude.
You know, I mean, the start of it was 2014. That's almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So, like, even back then, I don't know what we were averaging. Was it 27, 28, 29? It was close. Maybe if the Killer Bees were right now, that'd be an easy 30.
Yeah. They'd be talking about we averaging 40. Which is nuts.
Let's go, UW. Just a reminder that Mason has the offense's last first drive touchdown, which was Detroit last year. Yeah. That was a nice drive. James Washington.
Right? Yeah. Good memory, too, man.
That was a fun game.
The rainy, Ben had COVID. That was just insane, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was insane, bro.
Oh, my God.
Remember, like, that changed everything. It was like, what? He has COVID. He ain't play. What? Yeah. All in the span of 24 hours.
Honestly, that game for Mason is very similar to what happened with Mitch against the Patriots. Mason didn't lose us that game. I didn't feel like he wanted for us though. Who lost us the game was giving up 200 yards to random Detroit Lions running backs
and a fumble on Mason's potential game-winning drive in overtime.
And snap over his head, all that stuff. But there was some lulls in the third and fourth quarter. It was just like we needed more. But to your point, there was some weird stuff that was happening against Mason. Come on here. Todd Haley would go crazy with these weapons, SMH. Todd Haley was the one that stuck up for Mitch this offseason, too.
Yeah, he did.
Remember that?
He was the first one to bring him up. And we was like, what?
That was before we even signed him, too.
Yeah, he was like, the first one.
I can't remember if he was connecting Mitch directly to the Steelers, but I remember
he was
him
saying
talking
why he would
about
be the fit for Mitch, or why he would be the best quarterback of the free agents for the Steelers. That's the case
at least he was talking about I think Mitch got a raw deal early in his career. I think he can be mobile. He's got a good arm, this and that. I think he can actually be pretty good.
He said all of that. You're absolutely right.
He did.
Absolutely right. All right.
That's it for the Super Chats.
So dope, man. So let's get into this first topic. But before we do that, man, let's pay a bill. All right. Because today's show is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. And Deke, the thing that we both love, is their Lawnmower 4.0. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is the trimmer that keeps your short and curlies short and less curly. You know? Waterproof, tactical light that turns on and off, so when you're in your shower or wherever you like to groom yourself, you got the option. You can have fun with it, turn the lights off, strobe light it, bing, 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 bing. You can turn the lights on, turn the light off, save electricity or save your battery. You decide. But either way, what you need to do is use the promo code. And Deke, they might be saying, what's the promo code?
It's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple, right? You can't miss this promo code. It is literally Moats, Moats. Use that, get you 20% off along with free shipping worldwide. Whew. It's a no-brainer, okay? So make sure you use that promo code and shout out to Manscaped. And if you use it, your delicate twins and friends will appreciate you.
Yeah, shout out to Manscaped.
Absolutely.
I actually use it, so
you talk about the body wash all the time, man.
It's a legit. Come on now. This is like a legit ad. It's not something
it's
like
legit.
We don't use. I use that. I use the body spray. I got the
cologne. Come on now.
Shampoo. It's nice.
Why not? It's that simple. Manscaped.
Zine and Bowie has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Zine and Bowie and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the family. And now we can start.
How about this one, though, real quick?
Go for it, man. What you got?
How likely is the change of an offensive coordinator before the season's over? 0. I'm saying 0 to 5%.
Yeah, as a team, you don't want to ever make those type of changes in season unless you're completely punting on the season. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not considering punting on this season, man. They're literally at 1-1 right now. So they're not considering firing an OC. They barely are going to consider making a quarterback change just because those are two massive things. Massive things. And it's just hard to keep the ship floating the way it's supposed to be floating when you're making those type of rocks and those type of bumps in this process. But now we are to the first part of this thing. And we got to talk about what we like about them Cleveland Browns. And I want everybody in the chat to participate as well because we are specific and very intentional with this, all right? We're going to get to what we don't like about the Cleveland Browns, and we're sure that list is a lot longer and a lot easier to create. But we're multifaceted. So we're starting off with what we like about the Cleveland Browns. If you got 3 things, please drop them in the chat. Deke, you want to go first, man? Talk about what you like.
This is the likes.
Yeah, baby.
Go through 3 or just one at a time.
How you want to do it? It's your day today.
I don't care.
All right, we'll do it however you do it, man. Let the Lord use you then. Ain't that what they say in church?
Okay. I'll go one at a time. Well, I'll go one, you go one.
All right, let's do it.
That works for me. So for my first one, I got top talent on defense.
Ooh.
I actually hinted to this earlier in the podcast.
Okay.
It's more on paper at this point. It's not on paper, but it is.
I'm with you. I
Am I just saying Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett and JOK. Those are really the only 2 guys I really like on their defense. Denzel Ward's good too, but their secondary has been having some really bad lapses over these last 2 games. Greg Newsom's a good corner. Grant Delpit's good. John. They have good guys. Jadeveon Clowney, I know he's hurt. They have a nice roster on defense, but I particularly like the top talent. Myles Garrett, again, is performing. 3 sacks. And we know what JOK is, man. If he didn't get hurt last year,
bro.
Michael Parsons had too good of a rookie year. I was going to say, he would have probably been in the running for a defensive rookie of the year, at least in like the top 3 or 5.
He was definitely nice, bro.
So I'm going to go with their top talent. If you want to include Denzel Ward with JOK, Myles Garrett, maybe even some of their other higher picks. But then after that, it drops off a little bit. So I'm going to go with their top talent.
I like it. So the first thing that I'm going to go with is their running game. And I say running game because obviously Nick Chubb is the feature, but Kareem Hunt, there is very little drop off. Like, both of these dudes are excellent running backs. Nick Chubb, though, he's the guy, though. He's the one that leads the charge for them. His ability to do literally everything, can catch out the backfield, can run inside, outside, has burst, contact, balance, great vision. Just a top-notch player, man. To me, I love that. And when you watch them, too, they're consistent and they're intentional with it. They don't have that identity crisis that we saw at times last year because of the dynamic with Baker and them trying to prove whether he was or was not a franchise quarterback. This year, they're not having to worry about that with Jacoby Brissett out there right now. So you're seeing them just play through Nick Chubb. And, yeah, I like that a lot with them.
Yeah, I'll just go off that because I also have running backs on my list. I have them and this isn't in any particular order. I just have them second on my list. Yeah, you'd probably have running backs as the top thing, actually. Running backs, run game, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb. Yeah, he's on one again. Just how he runs, too. I mean, the offensive line is opening up running lanes, but I like his patience, how he decides to go to a certain hole, making his cuts. Then he also has the power, can run over you.
He never looks
he's
like
an awesome running back.
He never looks like he's in a hurry either, bro. It's just like...
But then he does have that top-end speed when he can make it to the second level and just torch the secondary for a big touchdown, like a 60, 70-yard touchdown. And then Kareem Hunt, he's really good too. Am I off? And didn't they have another? No. They did a screen pass to Njoku. I thought it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dude, where'd they get this running back?
Yeah, the other dude. I was thinking something about last year. I was like, talking about Dearness Johnson. That dude. Oh yeah.
No, run game's awesome. Nick Chubb's one of the top 5 running backs in the league. And honestly, if Kareem Hunt wasn't on this team, we've been over this many, many times. He's probably a top 15 to top 10 running back in his own right. And he looks good. I mean, they both look good already right out the gate. Yeah. And it goes back to what you said, identity. They're not apologizing for it at all.
Not at all, man. All right, so the second thing that I like, but I had to put an asterisk next to it just because short weekend, they do have some bumps and bruises, their offensive line. When healthy, I think this group is really good in terms of running the ball. And even in pass pro, they typically do a really good job of protection. And that's been the case for them of lately. But it's a short weekend. They are really banged up. If I remember correctly, I'll check again to see if they updated it. But last time I had looked, I know the right tackle, Jack Conklin, he was listed as questionable. I don't know if they've changed that just yet because
it's not on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like usually, you're right. They have the little red Q.
Yeah, him and Joe Batonio. But I do know it's a short week. So when you're talking about legitimate injury reports, it's hard to evaluate how a dude looks in a walkthrough because that's what it is on short weeks, especially on Thursday night like this, man. You in the hotel or wherever you're at the practice facility because you can't practice. You still banged up from the game, you know?
Right.
And you got to get ready to play
they had
in a whole
Devin
other
Bush
game.
Listed as limited or hurt too for us.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to be good to go.
Yeah. So if their O-line is healthy, then I do like their O-line, man. I think, like I said, they have star players up there. They have high pedigree up there. They just have good overall players on their offensive line. So that would be the second thing that I like for them.
We might have the same exact list. I'll be interested to see if you have or what you have. You probably just have Myles Garrett. I'm saying for 3.
Yep.
I'm going to take a guess. But I also have offensive line.
Yeah.
Even though they lost J.C. Treader, they still have Wells, Antonio, Wyatt Teller, Jack Conklin. All really good dudes. And then if you just watch the games, they're picking up exactly where they left off.
Yes.
You're hoping as time goes on, they're going to age a little bit. The line ain't going to look the same.
It has not looked like that just
It hasn't.
yet.
They've given Jacoby Brissett a ton of time, actually.
They have low-key, bro.
And I don't even think Brissett's that good of a quarterback. But when
he's
you
been
give
looking
him,
half decent, bro.
Right. You give him that much amount of time, and you got that run game going like that, your offense isn't going to look that bad. And I
like how the young boys been playing the left tackle, Jedrick Wills. I like how he's been looking out there, too, man. They, like, across the board, it's a good offensive line unit, man. It's a good offensive line. All right. And, yeah, you're right. The third thing I had was Myles Garrett. I didn't want to put the whole high-end talent. I could go in there with you because I'm a big fan of what JOK has been doing, man. Like the way he flies around sideline to sideline, but at the same time, he's not as scared to like get deep and do all the dirty in between the D line type stuff, man. It's just like it's fun watching him play, man. But
can't believe they got him in the second round.
Hey, man, whoever leaked that heart condition thing's the plug, man. It might have been a Cleveland person, low key.
Probably was.
Yeah, but Myles Garrett, man, obviously he's on one. He's trying to be the decoy, and usually we got the man. Usually we got the TJ Watt, and we dunking on Myles Garrett, talking about how he can't be a TJ. But unfortunately, we don't have TJ. We won't have him for a couple more weeks. But yeah, Myles Garrett, man, he's a nightmare. We know this. Motivated, athletic as heck, and he thinks that he has a real shot at winning an award. So he's going to be super jacked up and motivated. So obviously got to talk about him, man. But those are our 3 likes.
Hey, he's going up against his kryptonite this week and Dan Moore.
You better believe it. You better believe that. Talked about that actually on my 5-star matchups today too, man. Yeah. Shout out to Dan Moore, man. I need it, Dan. I need it. All right. But yeah, let me go through and look at some of these likes from the congregation. We got Quan Black. He says he likes Nick Chubb, Maxo from the photo too. Nick Chubb as well. Shoddy Bills. He says Amari Cooper. All right, let's see. Donald Copeland goes Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, and Miles Jack. Jason. You just jumped the chat. Just jump. But it was Jason with a W. Said he liked the trio of running backs. All right.
I got the Harris Mayo saying Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Number 1. Number 2, offensive line. 3, this one's interesting. Play calling on offense that keeps them on schedule.
That is the truth, though. They do have that.
That's a great point.
That actually is.
Yeah, because if you watch the game, they're always in third and short.
Third and manageable, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And when they're not, that's when they can get in trouble a little bit.
Yeah. They do a good job of that, though. Good call right there, man.
What else we got here?
All right.
I'm not seeing much else.
Yeah. All right. So now we can transition to the Chief Keef element of said topic, the don't like. So drop in the chat what you do not like about this Cleveland Browns team. I don't like your stank logo. I don't like how your colors look. I don't like how y'all don't wear them brown bags on your head anymore because y'all think y'all nice. I don't like how y'all are located next to Lake Erie, but y'all not even the best team that's on Lake Erie. Hello, Buffalo. I don't even like the fact that y'all don't even know what your actual logo is. Are you a brown? Are you a dog?
They brought the elves
back. Or
back.
are you an elf? Like, seriously. No, like Deke, seriously. Are they a brown? Are they a dog? Or are they an elf? I can't keep up with them. But those are the things that I don't like about this dumb, just, type of franchise. I just can't. Just can't.
Apparently, I don't want to be wrong on this.
Your weather sucks.
I read about why they went back to the elf. Well, he's been their like secondary logo forever.
But what type of elf is it? Are you a Keebler elf? No one knows that.
I guess they call those elves.
Is he
brownies.
elf on the show? Is he elf on the show? He's not elf on the show. What type of elf is he? What type of elf is he?
I guess that was the initial logo. That's why they're called the Browns.
He's the Harry
literally
Potter
the elf.
No, he's a Harry Potter elf.
They called those elves
elves
brownies or whatever.
He's Harry Potter's elf. He's that little one with the big ears. That's what he is. He has no purpose. I don't know what he's doing out there.
The fans voted on it.
Why?
They put him at the 50.
They don't even have an identity. They don't even know who they want to cheer for. That's what I don't like about the Browns. Okay? They don't even know. How can they be diehard fans? I don't know who you're cheering for. At least we know it's Steelers. They try to throw Steelers McBean on us. We be like, Steelers, you cool, but nah, bro, you ain't it, all right?
Nope, don't
We're
understand.
Steelers. Okay? So we don't have this identity crisis. They don't know who they want to be, bro. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy. They're terrible. There's a lot that I don't like about them dudes, man. But if you would like to, you can start first, please.
Sure. I'll go with Jacoby Brissett. I think, in general, he's just a mediocre quarterback, more of a backup.
Yeah.
A guy you really don't want as your starter for 32 games because you probably don't feel like your team's going many places. But he's in a good spot right now. He's doing exactly what the Browns need him to do with Deshaun Watson being out. Can he get them to like 500 before Deshaun Watson gets back or a game above 500? And he's been playing all right. I think he can get you out of stadiums and can keep things going and keep things afloat, especially when you have the Browns offensive line playing as they are and also the running game operating as it has too for Cleveland. I just don't think he's that good. But if everything else around him is operating as it has, then he might look halfway decent. If we're not able to get pressure on him, if we're not able to stop the run, he might have a clean game. I just don't think he's like that good of a quarterback.
And I can definitely respect that, man. I definitely can. Don't be looking on my list either, bro.
I wasn't.
I be feeling like you be trying to peek on my sheet, bro.
I was ready for you to say first
I'm about to put my little arm
up
to divide my joint, man. But before I talk about what I don't like, I do like when y'all like this stream. So make sure y'all liking the channel, this stream, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. See, I remember that much. But what I don't like is the interior part of this defense, particularly against the run. I think that it's a little soft in there. Not saying that the players are soft, but I'm saying that they're not the most stout. I do think that this is a situation where we will be able to run the ball effectively. I'm actually very optimistic and excited about it, bro.
Naji's got the Browns number.
I'm very optimistic and excited about this particular matchup for our running game. This should be the one. Across that D-line right now with no Jadeveon Clowney, the biggest X factor is Myles Garrett. We know that. We know exactly who he is, what we got to deal with. But other than that, man, this isn't a group where we're over here like, man, I don't like this matchup for us. Once again, we got to make it like that. But on paper, we should be able to run the ball, especially on the interior part of our offense line versus their interior D lineman. And even at linebacker, like I said, JOK is a heck of a player, but JOK is still a very small player in context when you're talking about playing in the box. So for me, man, I'm like, man, this is one of the ones where I need Naji to have them 20, 25 touches, man. You know, where on his defense?
Absolutely.
He's a volume guy. We want him to run better. Wade needs more touches. And this is one of the ones for me, man. So that's why, for me, first thing that I don't like is their rush defense.
I was thinking this, too, with Naji. Maybe it's just the Le'Veon Bell effect with him right now, where he didn't really get a full preseason and get all of his work in this offseason like he normally would because of that weird ankle injury. Came back week 1. We said, he don't look right. He don't look right.
Yep.
And then we see him re-aggravate the injury, although it wasn't re-aggravated, according to Tomlin, according to Naji.
Yeah.
And he looked better last week. I thought. He did. Still not right all the way. But as the season goes on, he keeps getting the normal in-game reps.
Yeah.
He's going to heat up. And that's exactly what Le'Veon Bell did whenever he got suspended or whenever he sat out the preseason and the offseason because of the franchise tag.
It's a volume
and this is that type
game,
of game. This is the perfect game because he has the Browns number. And you're right. Their defense should be a lot better than what it is according to the guys that's on the roster. But it's not looking that good.
You cut that tape on, man, that thing is soft in there. I'm just like, yo, this one we'd be all right. We should legit be. Naji, get you another one. Your vision gonna get back today. That's what I'm hoping for, man.
Exactly.
All right, what you got for number 2, baby?
Organization.
Oh, tell them how you really feel. Didn't they only get something dumped on him?
That's exactly what I was gonna bring
up.
Bro,
I was about to say I could have swore. Like I don't.
If it's not one thing, it's another thing. There's always something new that's just janky going on up there.
I don't condone it. I never condone any type of throwing objects at people, especially billionaires, because they do have a lot more ways to get you touched. I'm just throwing it out there. But I did kind of chuckle when I saw that. I'm like, bro, I'm with you. It's always something. I'm like, bro, your fans are already terrible because let's be real. I got personal people that was up there for games when I was playing that got stories about, man, it was all good till we won. They poured a drink on me. They poured a beer on me. I'm like, bro, what? Man, my lady was over there. They did this. I'm like, I know.
And they said Bengals fans are worse, though, too. We had no problems with the Browns fans.
I've heard that. But we didn't, but we saw the people that did, though.
Was it? I thought it was infighting, but it was a Steeler versus Browns.
It was the Steeler chick.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a couple rows ahead of us.
That was it. And then the upper deck peoples, the ones that we traveled with.
Really? There was fights going on up there?
Remember, my man was just like, yo, he's about to get thrown out. He said they were throwing him off the thing.
I heard there was things that were about to happen, right?
Yeah,
Nothing actually did.
Nothing actually did, but he was like, somebody was about to... He was like, maybe it was him that was going to go over that thing, but either way, somebody's going to go over the rail. I'm glad everybody made it out there. I was nervous.
Yeah, that's really it. It's just the organization. They can't really get out of their own way. It's always something. It's always something, whether it's the whole Baker debacle that's been happening over these last couple years.
Yeah.
Them trading for Deshaun Watson, almost having him suspended for a full year. Them trading 3 first-round picks. They just dodged that with him getting an 11-game suspension. With them giving 3 first-round picks like the day after he gets cleared, and then all of a sudden a potential year suspension
and the biggest contract fully guaranteed.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Bro, what?
Exactly. They get rid of the guy that has actually brought them some sort of continuity.
and success.
Yeah,
Think
and
about when he
Baker.
got there, bro. They was what 1-32,
nothing,
one
yeah.
in 30 something. Yeah.
They've been going through. I can't even list
Yeah,
off the
bruh.
quarter. I mean, it's what 20,
Think
25
about that long
quarterbacks
list of just shirts with just different
over the
names
last,
on
like,
the
20,
background,
yeah,
bro.
20 years. I want to say Derek Anderson, but he was actually probably one of their better guys.
He was though. I remember him on Madden, bro. He was
Bruce
straight on Madden.
Gradkowski, I think, had a run there. with them.
What was it? Brandon Whedon.
Colt McCoy.
Colt
Yeah,
McCoy.
Brandon Wheaton,
Colt
Manziel.
McCoy got slept. Yeah. Your man Debo, he killed him. I remember that. Yeah.
What's another really random name?
Oh, Austin was it Austin Davis? That was the quarterback. 'Cause that's the one that
Wow.
Tuitt smashed. Yeah. Who else?
You could go really back.
You said
Tim
RG3,
Couch,
right? Did you get RG3? Tim Couch was
Holcomb.
nice with him though.
Tim Holcomb. What was his name?
Holcomb was straight.
Kelly
yeah.
Holcomb.
Yeah, he was straight. Him and Couch, yeah, they were straight. Dang, who was that quarterback? They didn't have, as he said. So RG3 was in there. I remember that.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember he was when we played him. I was like, what the heck's RG3 out here? This is nuts.
Yeah, that lasted like
Yeah.
2 games. I think he
Yeah.
got hurt, right?
Yeah. Who else? They had a couple dudes, bro. You know who else? Brian Hoyer,
Mm-hmm.
who's obviously still backing up New England now.
He was one of their more successful guys.
He was. He had him with Patton. They that's the year they smashed that. They put
I
30 on
remember
us.
away.
Yeah.
But that's when
Yes, dude.
I think it was a game or two after that. That's when we finally put Martavis in.
Micah Hemp, Deshaun Kaiser.
Oh my god!
I forgot all about it. He was supposed to be the one.
Wow.
He was supposed to change him. Wow.
He threw like 18 picks. His touchdown interception ratio
Yes.
was
Dang,
atrocious.
going 5.70 basins as Brady Quinn.
Yeah.
That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, Brady Quinn.
Jason Winston brought up Jason Campbell.
Wow.
Yeah. He had a little spot. He had a little time out there.
I'm glad the chat has better memory.
Yo, that is terrible. God. Yeah. So glad we don't have those quarterbacks, man. That's been a rough time.
Yes.
That'd be a rough
two
time.
organization.
That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So for me, my number 2 is Jacoby Brissett. Good quarterback, but he's a limited quarterback. Playing well right now, and I do like that for him, but his track record does show that the longer he is out there, the more opportunities he does have to throw the ball and the more negativity he's exposed to, he's going to make a mistake. And that showed up last week. It shows up a lot with him. Like I said, he's a good quarterback, really good backup quarterback, but you don't want him as your starter. And unfortunately, right now, he's their starter. So for me, man, yeah, just him being limited, him not being able to be a guy that can just win it with his arm, win it, by himself, makes you a little nervous. So, yeah.
Let's just stop the run. That's literally all we got to focus on.
I
this game.
promise you, that is all I'm concerned about. If we can do that, everything else is fine. Everything else we are good on. But they got to stop this daggone run, bro.
That's really it. Third one, I am going to go with the secondary. Denzel Ward's good. And we talked about Greg Newsome too. They got some decent safeties. But the first 2 games of 2022, they look pretty bad in the fourth quarter. Missed assignments, miscommunication, like you said. They let Baker and the Panthers get back in that game, almost win that one. It had not been for the Browns kicker making that 58-yarder. And then, obviously, the last one, the whole Jets debacle, they're up. My God, what was it? After Nick Chubb got that, dude, they were up 13 points because the kicker missed the extra point. With like a minute left, it was like a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
Jets had no more timeouts. And Joe Flacco was just able to go off on them. They ended up getting the onside kick and
drive, make
everything.
it look nice.
But also, I think just in general, second half of that Panthers game, Baker was able to move the ball pretty good against their secondary. I'm talking outside of these like extreme moments that have happened. But also, Joe Flacco, for the most part in that game, was also able to move the ball. Like some of his deep balls, he just missed by a little bit.
Yeah. He was throwing.
There were dudes
out there
behind that
slinging
Brown
that thing,
secondary.
man.
So yeah, that's my third one for dislikes.
He thought he was back in Baltimore when he was slinging that rock.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, better the 60 whatever yarder, the one before the onside kick, bro. Man, yeah. I was like, okay, I like that, man. All right. So for me, man, the last one I had was a slash for don't likes. Initially, it was team health because prior to their updated or lack of being updated injury report, we knew that Jadeveon Clowney would be out. Obviously, Jesse James, no revenge game for him. He's out.
Good.
But offensive line wise, they had guys that were going to be banged up as well. Like I said, Joe Batonio, he was questionable at the time, and Jack Conklin was questionable at the time. But it looks like those guys are going to go and give it a go. So I said, that's fine. I could easily pivot, and my slash was their early miscues that we've been seeing from them defensively. Deke, he hit on it when he was talking about their secondary. That's been popping up on multiple occasions these first 2 games. It wasn't just a one-time mistake. They've been littered with just miscommunication after miscommunication. Joe Flacco threw for 300 yards on these dudes. It won't know, oh, he had a lucky 60-yard bomb at the end and he ended with 160. Nah, he was low-key getting off on them, man. So for me, when I see some of those miscues, when I see some of the lack of smoothness, which is normal at times early in the season, mental errors, missed tackles, get you beat defensively, especially this time of year, you got to be buttoned up. That's something that I don't like about that team. That's something that I think is going to be, very beneficial for us. But that's the third and final dislike or don't like for moi.
Okay, what do we got in the chat?
All right, let's see. Who them folks say they don't? We're going to have to get back through all their quarterback talk,
Oh,
too.
Josh McCown. That's a good one, too.
Ooh. Yeah.
Charlie Fry, my God.
Charlie Fry. I forgot all about him.
Oh, my God.
I forgot about Charlie Fry.
Brandon Wheaton, we already said that one.
Richard Stone says the injuries to their team, the backup quarterback. You don't like that? Chill out, bro. And massage parlors. Oh, bro, you wildin'. You wildin'. Jeez. Oh, man. Did you please tell me you saw some of the pictures from their fans?
Yeah.
Bruh. Bruh. They are out of pocket.
No shame, huh?
You're out of pocket. I get leaning into it, but wow. They took it to a whole other level. Yes. For those of you that don't know, just search Browns fans tailgate pictures.
Oh, who hasn't seen it? I mean, I think NFL accounts were reposting that was like, shitting on the Browns.
Oh. So, yeah. Wow, yeah. And I do see a lot of people saying their fans are terrible. Steelers Girl 517, shout out. She says their fans are terrible. I get it. Yeah.
Oh, they got some shirts and stuff, too.
I saw the shirt. I saw the 2 jerseys.
The ones that you buy on the streets and stuff.
Yes. I've seen all of it. I was like, oh.
And
I seen one with the little kid. I was like, oh, even you got your daughter on. Is she even a part of it? Okay, all right, jeez, yeah, out of pocket, bro.
Too far, huh?
Out of pocket.
No shame.
Out of pocket. They linked into it though, man. They definitely linked into it.
What else we got here? I'm looking for both quarterbacks. I'm trying to see the random quarterbacks people are bringing up, but also trying to find the dislikes, the top 3 dislikes people have. Did you say Don Juan?
I did not. No, I did not.
He says run game. That's got to be likes.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's keys to the Steelers' victory. Chat's sleeping right now.
Hey, it is all good, man. We'll proceed. Okay, so supers. Let's see what just popped up in here. And then after that,
I think I got them all.
Oh, you do? All right, sweet. Let's get it
Samurai Finn.
All right. Oh, let me check real quick, partner.
I think you took this one too far.
Samurai Finn. Where are you, Samurai? Where's Samurai Finn at, bro? Maybe I went down too far. Hold on. No, yeah, we're good. Yeah. Yep, you're good.
He says if we lose tomorrow, it's time to embrace the tank. Come on, bro.
The tank?
It's time to put Pickett in, and it's time to rally the troops.
Bro,
that's what it is.
We don't tank. This the Steelers, baby. Steelers.
There's no embracing tanks here.
Come on now.
Vincent Martinez, fire Canada. Go hire Pitt's offensive coordinator.
How you feel about the OC?
Who is our OC? Signetti.
Oh, yeah. It's Frank Signetti, right? Yeah.
We need to see more from him. I feel like it's just an aggressive move.
Yeah.
I would like Signetti around for Pitt. I think we're going to need him. I don't want Pitt to be without an offensive coordinator. And I think there's just be a weird transition all of a sudden to have a dude
maybe they just
that hasn't been around the Steelers at all this whole offseason.
What if they just flip-flop? Like, Matt Canada just goes
Canada's one good year in college was at Pitt.
They just go back and forth. Like, hey, man, I'm going to go over here. You go over here. All right. Where your locker at? I'm gonna use your locker. All right, use my locker.
I wonder if he's talking about Whipple, because Whipple with Pickett last year was pretty lethal.
Okay.
I think he went over to Nebraska.
When they just fired their head coach.
Yeah, we need to see more from him. I think he was on Pitt, or either a play caller or on the coaching staff a while back, and he eventually came back. So I can't remember what era he was a part of when he was here, because there are some eras that haven't been that good for the offense.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna call him out. There was a quarterback that was terrible back in. Wasn't Bill Stahl. I'll just put it to you that way.
Fair enough.
It was not Bill Stahl.
Fair enough.
It was around that time.
Fair
Terrible.
enough.
You want to talk about checkdowns and complain about checkdowns? Yeah. My God.
It was like that.
My God, it was the worst. And I actually think he's in the top 3 or 4 of like Pitt all-time passing leaders.
What?
Biggest fake statistics you will ever see. He's terrible. He's terrible.
Wow.
Terrible.
Now I'm interested.
I'm not putting him on blast.
I know. But
I can actually. You want me to?
I don't, but I'm interested. I don't want to, but I do.
Vibes are good right now.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it positive. Keep it positive, man. Keep it positive. All right, we do got a new upper room member, so shout out to my man Ro S. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed, baby. Welcome to the family.
Black Hillbilly. Heard Mitch can't call an audible. You see those quotes?
That was from Canada, correct? Or was that from Mitch?
Mitch said,
"Yeah,
we're still working things out on what plays I can audible or not." And then there was another one where he said, or someone asked him, "Are you able to call an audible?" He said, "Depends on the play."
Yeah. So I didn't hear like the quotes directly, but I got the gist of it. Yeah. To me, man, it's more so just a trust issue, man, between both Mitch Trubisky and Matt Canada. You got to remember, Mitch has only been here for since March. It's only his second regular season game, going into his third one right now. So there is going to be this filling out process from Matt Canada and from Mitch Trubisky. Matt Canada, I think, has to trust Mitch more because Mitch has done stuff on tape that warrants him to trust him more. And what I mean by trust him more, call concepts that will allow him the opportunities to deliver the ball down the field, to challenge the defenses a little bit more. And then from there, we can see what Mitch is fully capable of doing. And then from Mitch's angle, and I would also say this for Matt Canada as well, not just calling some of the deeper throws, but also allowing Mitch to use tempo, to go no huddle, to call plays at the line of scrimmage. I think when he is allowed to do that, that will also help this team out. Because as we've seen, not just this year, but also dating back to last year, man, when the offense went hurry up, that's when we were able to see some productivity. That's when this offensive line looked its best at times, and that's when the offense was able to move and most of the time score at times. So that's something that I think that Mitch Trubisky does need to be trusted with. We're going to talk about his age as a negative thing when we're talking about why we shouldn't wait and shouldn't be as patient for him. So if we're going to talk about his age, well, hey, man, he should be mature enough to get an opportunity to run this offense in a hurry-up manner. So that's the part when we're talking about tangible things that we can point to and say, Matt Canada, these are things that you should be doing to trust Mitch because he's deserving of this. Hurry up offense, that ability to call plays at the line of scrimmage type stuff, and being able to scheme plays that are actually going to take shots to see if this Browns defense has those communication problems fixed. Because you're not going to get that, or we're not going to be able to force them to have miscommunication with the schemes that we're calling currently. We're going to have to do some things schematically, just in terms of downfield route, crossing concepts and things like that, scissors concepts, right? Where we're having, hey, man, how are you playing this? Because as a defense, you got to talk about it. You got to say, are you locking this? Are you going to pass this at 3 yards? Hey, if they're stacked together at 4 yards, how are you going to play this? Are you going to take the first guy, take the second guy? Hey, man, if they delay coming off the line of scrimmage, how do you want to do this? We just want them to have that communication defensively because when they do that, the more they got to do that, the more the odds are they're going to mess it up. But that is on Matt Canada. Now, for Mr. Trubisky, the trust part is you got to actually cut it loose. When you got a George Pickens open like how he was on that post right that all of us have seen, you have got to let it rip. And you got to still be smart in terms of some of those first and second down high percentage throws, dumping it off the Naji for 2 yards, letting them make a guy miss, picking up 7. We like that, but it can't be 3rd and 8 and you dropping it off the Naji on the 3rd and for 2 yards. That can't happen. It can't be 3rd and 12 and you over here like, all right, I just got the ball and within 2 seconds I'm dumping it off to a guy running out route. That can't happen. You got to understand that, hey, for you, the growth, the tangible things we're going to be able to see are you actually sitting in the pocket and trusting your offensive line because they did give you time. We also got to see you actually cut it loose more than just the occasional 2 to 3 times that you've been doing it in terms of your deeper down the field throws. We need to see more of that. But those are things that we're going to all be able to look and point to. And if we don't see that this week, well, now it's like, yo, okay, this is a big X on you, or this the big X on you. But we'll have a lot more clarity going forward from my perspective.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. In terms of the blame game, it's been exhausting these last 2 or 3 days of Canada, Trubisky. How about this? There's extremes on both sides. It's almost like politics. The extremes on both sides. There's people that want to fire Canada. There's people that want Mitch's ass out of there. There's truth in the middle.
It is, but we're gonna find out, man. Those are
both of them need
things,
to be better.
Man.
Yeah, both of them need to be better in this Thursday night game. That's pretty much it.
And if we're being real about it, they're tethered at the hip. Because if Mitch can't pick it up, Mitch going to be gone in a year or two. And if Matt Canada don't get this offense looking better schematically, he'll be gone in a year or two. That's just the reality of it. Neither one of them have the cachet of a Ben Roethlisberger. Nor do they have the cachet of being the coordinator or the coach of a Ben Roethlisberger. So where you feel connected, like, well, hey, man, he was lighting up with this guy, so I at least want him back, or at least we'll keep him.
Or the guy we drafted in the first round from Pitt.
Absolutely. There's no connection
Pickett's
to any of that. Yeah. So if they don't pick it up, both of them will be gone. I don't think it's just a one or the other. So that's why I'm like, man, both of y'all better get it together. You know how I go.
Yeah. Matthew Gisner, things he doesn't like. This is for the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, quarterback. First concern on my own team as well. 2, organization.
I love the honesty.
His historically flawed.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he
Definitely
hit on
is,
my
man.
first 2. And 3, he has physical conditioning, especially the D. Look at fourth quarter. We have very similar top 3.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Cameron Strader. I like how Browns always find a way to mess up.
This is true. If you watch that between the miscommunication on the bomb by Flacco and then the onside kick to Bach, I'm just like, bro, they going to find a way.
Exactly.
Find a way.
R. Barley, 18. Naji needs to hit up Jameis to see about getting those eyes done. Seen 3 or 4 huge holes he's missed.
Yeah. Now, he's missing, but trust me, man. Najee's going to be fine. Najee just needs more reps. The more reps he gets, the better he will be. And that's the biggest reason why we talked about it the other day and why we'll continue to talk about Naji versus Jalen Warren and why I personally don't want Jalen Warren getting a larger role is because I do feel like Naji needs more touches. He needs to see it more. He needs to feel it more. You cannot account for that much time missed without being out there and just getting those opportunities. And just by that position, it's not something that you're really going to get valued looks at in practice because you got to think in practice, they're not in pads like that. So the running game becomes very vanilla in terms of, am I really reading this 3 technique? Is he really getting reached right now? Or is this just because we're in here with, the light pads on? We're still at a good tempo, but it's not the same. And that's part of what Naji is dealing with as well. So for him, man, he'll be all right. Just got to get him more touches, baby.
Yeah, I'm with you at this point. I don't think Najee's hurt. It goes back to what I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So get him more reps because how he played in the Patriots game was improvement from the Bengals. So obviously that ankle really isn't irritating him that much.
And he'll also trust the offensive line more the more he's out there and actually seeing. Because it's one of those things where it's like, if you've never trusted this group, right? Because for him, he had all last year where there was no reason to really trust this group. So your natural instinct is going to be what? To not trust this group. To think I got to do the exact same thing I did last time I was out there. But he's realizing now that he went back and watched this tape the same way a lot of people did now. He sees, okay, I missed this hole. I missed that cut. As players, that's the first thing you got to do to get better. You got to hold yourself accountable. We circle our bad plays faster than we talk about our good plays because the good plays, that ain't going to help us continue to get better. Nah, we got to get rid of the negative that's in our game because we already good at this. But if we can get this low and continue to push that, man, we're great. So for him, man, he's seeing those plays and he's going to be chopping at the bit. And that's why I feel good about him, man, this week as well, man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get another signature
man,
run by him, stiff arm, something
absolutely,
like that.
Absolutely, man. He just, the more reps, the more touches for him, baby.
Sean McCartney, not throwing anyone under the bus, but if the receivers are open downfield, like they say, we need to capitalize on those plays.
Absolutely.
Dude, speaking the truth, that sounds like a Matt Canada response. Too. I respect the question.
I'm not going to talk about that right now.
I respect the question, but I'm not going to talk about it. We do got guys open, though.
I respect the question.
Sean McCartney. It felt like Naji had the problem McFarland had, not going upfield. Also, Joe Haden retiring as a Brown breaks my heart.
Yeah. I get it, man. I definitely get it. It breaks my heart. They ain't believe in us.
We broke his heart first, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did. We broke his heart a lot. Because I ain't going to lie, my first Pittsburgh Steelers introduction to Joe Haden was AB in 2014, the opener game where he gives this is Sparta kick to the punter. And you remember what he did to Joe Haden that game?
Yeah.
Joe's my dog, not my partner, not my brother. But, yeah, that was my first introduction to Joe Haden as a Steeler versus the Browns, man. So, yeah, we definitely broke his heart. We did not believe in him. But it changed, though. Look at us now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a dude. See?
Matthew Gisner. He reiterates Brown's physical conditioning is bad. Fourth quarter, obvious.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that Coach Tomlin talks about a lot, man. Physical conditioning precedes everything. It don't matter how smart you are, how great of a player you are, when you get tired, yeah, it brings the worst out you.
Next one. The Funky Sea-Hat.
Shout out to that name, by the way.
10 is being overcoached. Turn him loose, no huddle.
Let's go, man. And the thing is this, he is veteran enough that it's not outlandish to give him this opportunity. It's not outlandish that he should be at a point where Matt Canada should trust him more. But then it's going to be on him to actually execute it. And that's the part that we also got to see. I want to see, can you execute it? I think he can, but we won't know until he actually does. But either way, that will give us more clarity. It'll give us a bigger sample size, and it'll give us a lot more definition on what he is as a quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, not necessarily what he was in Chicago or what he was in a couple of preseason opportunities in Buffalo.
I was just thinking that whenever you were talking about the ability to audibles and what Mitch's control actually is. If your quarterback can't audible, what do you got?
Bro,
That's not good.
Like,
I understand maybe
in,
rookie,
bro.
but
like,
after you're a rookie, I think all quarterbacks should be able to audible as much as they want.
Like, that's my whole thing. And I'm like, you have to trust these dudes, man. You have to.
It honestly sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I know, like, Mitch isn't Ben, but still, you're going back. He's been in the league 4 years, and we're trusting him to be our starting quarterback.
And don't
hit
hit me
the
with
captain.
Don't hit me with
me?
the RPO. Like, a RPO, that's not him being able to audible. That's him just deciding run a pass, reading a box, but you're still calling what you want to call. Give this man 2 or 3 calls and let him be able to go to that line of scrimmage and read. Okay, let's see what it is over here. Okay, what the safety looking like. Like, he's not a rookie, man. Yeah. But that's a trust issue. That's legitimately a trust issue. If you're not allowed to audible at the line of scrimmage as the quarterback, bro, like,
Canada issue.
Come on, bro. But when I say it's a trust issue, the trust would be from Matt Canada not trusting him. And if you don't trust him as a coach, well, whose problem is that? Is that a you issue because you don't believe in him? Or is it you need to get your eyes checked because this dude is good enough to do those things? And I personally think he is good enough to at least be able to audible at the line of scrimmage, bro.
I think this dates back to last year. This is why I'm saying it might just be a Canada problem. Because how many reports were out there that Ben didn't have full autonomy of the offense, which is absolutely insane. Charlie Batch,
he said the same
Insanity.
thing. Charlie said the same thing. He said, man, there's certain things that he's not able to do. He doesn't have that type of leeway. We were dumbfounded. Like, what?
Insane.
But he definitely said that.
It felt like finally in the fourth quarters of all these games, he would just scrap the playbook and do whatever because we had to. Like Vikings game, we just went out there and slung it in the second half. Yeah, you saw we almost had the most historic comeback in like NFL history. So it might be a Canada problem. Yeah, really might be. Like maybe Ben had a little bit more leeway than Mitch, but even having Ben not be able to be in full control of his offense is insane. It's nuts. In his 18th year,
it's nuts. But we will see, and that's the part for me where I'm like, once again, pointing to things that we can say this is a change, this is an adjustment, because right now we need to see, can Matt Canada make an adjustment, can Mitch Trubisky make an adjustment, because this offense it hasn't been good enough for us just yet. And I'm sure Coach Tomlin feels the same way. Granted, I know he says what he needs to say media wise, but knowing him, man, he understands it's not acceptable and they have to be better, and they will. But those are some of the things that we definitely need to start seeing more of, though.
Samurai Finn, objectively, the easiest part of the schedule is the next 2 weeks. Put the 24-year-old first-rounder in. Call me old-fashioned, but you can't develop as much on the sideline.
And that's cool, man. I'm with it. If that's what you think, man.
Listen, let's see what Mitch does this week. But you know I'm for that. I'm definitely for that because I think Pickett would be good, and I think there is the upside of development as well. Like I think Pickett can give us baseline of what Mitch is giving us. I've been saying that. But I also think we get that experience. We get that development that can carry Pickett for the rest of his years in his NFL career. Or at least the upcoming years and the latter part of his rookie year going in his second year, third year. I feel like that experience is going to be nothing but helpful.
But not worried about if it's not that perfect scenario you just described.
Not worried about it.
You don't have any concern about it?
No, because like I said, if Mitch keeps doing what he's doing, Pickett can. That's almost like I don't know how you could bet on that, but I would bet. I'd bet a lot of money on it. Okay. That's my thing. Then we got. Is that Samurai? Hold on, this thing jumped on me.
No, Let's Go UW, right?
Samurai Finn. Yeah, Let's Go UW now. I know this would be incredibly unpopular with fans, but if we do end up pulling Mitch, I'd be in preference to giving Mason a shot. He's got the best deep shot, wholeheartedly deserves a fair shot.
I mean,
Nah, we're putting in Pickett, dude.
I understand why you would have the soft spot for Mason and why he could get an opportunity. I mean, you never know. It could be, like I said, the scenario. Everybody talks about it as Kenny's going to come in and everything is sunshine and rainbows. But if it happens to be the alternative where he's not an outlier and he's more like the average is what? Most rookie quarterbacks come in and struggle. So if that was the case and we're looking and saying, well, hey, who do we turn to from Kenny Pickett? We just turn from Mitch. Who are we going to turn to from Kenny? Maybe it will be Mason by then. So you never know. But hopefully we don't get to multiple quarterbacks, because if you're playing multiple quarterbacks in a season, it's typically not a good season, and we want to have a good season. So, yes.
I just need to read this one. If Matt Canada... Hold on. Where's it at? Wait. It jumped on me. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ramel Edwards. Matt Canada likes Nickelback.
Hey,
dude, don't be disrespecting Nickelback like that.
Right,
Nickelback is good.
That was
man.
an
I don't
era.
know why they got a bad rap.
Because
they have good songs.
Yeah, they do got the bad rap, though, bro. But they was a vibe. They had their, like, what was that, early 2000s? Like, they had their little vibe.
They got like 6 or 7 bangers.
Yeah.
Rockstar, Photograph,
Hold on,
Remind Me.
Where does Nickelback rank, though, during that era? Because I think of, like, what? Let's see, you got Blink 182, you have Matchbox.
Yeah, it's tough. I consider them different because they were a
Maroon
heavy rock,
5?
but it was pop. It was catchy though. At the same
Maroon
time.
5 does the poppy, catchy stuff better than them, though.
They're not as hard as Nickelback though.
I would
In terms
agree.
of, like, grungy.
Yeah, but they're not. That's the problem. I think they're not like hard enough, but they're not like poppy enough either. It's like that in between. Rockstar is fire though, but you're right though. You're right, because like
it's an amazing song.
Part of it gives me the they're on the Kid Rock vibe, like, you know, give me a cigarette and give me a cigarette and drink a Budweiser. But then the other times I'm kind of like, okay, we're kind of punk rockish here, man. Let's have a little fun with it, you know. So
wait, I'm seeing.
I was gonna say some information.
News here.
Yeah, so I was gonna say you pulled
breaking
that
the Monte Casey news.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with the young homie before we.
It's looking like a suspension.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying too, man. So let's see what's going on over there.
On headstands?
It might be.
I'm seeing some comments saying
Check
he hit
it
up
out,
Aaron
man.
Rodgers, but ayahuasca wasn't part of the
what's going
whole
on?
NFL drug testing program.
What's going on?
So obviously Rodgers is clear. Yeah. All right, I tried Google. It wasn't up there fast enough.
You know you got to go to the twitter.com.
Okay, here it is.
Is it real?
Yeah, Field Yates. Steelers safety DeMonte Casey has been suspended for the next 3 games.
He hurt right now. Oh, they're going to hit him when he come back.
Casey gets suspended while on IR. This is from Chris Carter. Sheesh. Yeah. What happened?
So,
can we get some information? Violation of NFL substance abuse policy.
Yeah, it's got to be it. Yeah.
So they're going to hit him when he comes back?
Mm-hmm. Whenever he comes back from IR, he'll get the 3 games then. Yeah.
We were expecting him to be out, 6 weeks maybe? 4, 5, 6 weeks?
Yeah, that time frame.
So now he's not going to be back till like week 8 or 9.
Yeah. Yeah, because he would have to be healthy enough to actually play in the game for that suspension to actually count. Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me see. Hold on.
For it to be substance abuse, then it's the program. Then he's in the program.
I'm not seeing anything, so it could be anything.
No, if they say it's substance of abuse, for you to get suspended for substances
of abuse.
Yeah,
yes,
for you to get suspended for that means you've been in like the marijuana program, or it is like your 3rd or 4th, 5th time messing up. That's what they saying. Yeah, for whatever their threshold, whatever the threshold is, or whatever they got going on. That's what that is, man.
Damn.
But once you're in the program, it's kind of like
you don't have much slack.
Yeah, because they're like, you've already done enough to wherever our threshold was. Because remember they bumped it up and all that. So whatever that was, and you're in that program, it's like, yo, we gonna do whatever. And it's legit. I get it, because as we've talked about, the program is designed, defined, and I don't like how they word it, because they try to word it as we're trying to find the addicts, the guys who are habitual smokes, the guys who don't know how to turn it off. And it's like, bro, as a guy who's fully crossed over now to the other side and lives a plant-based life, I'm like, man, there's no such thing as an addict to the greenery, baby. You got to chill because it make you feel so good. Helps with your mind, your anxiety, depression, physical ailments, all that type of stuff, you know? But I get it. I do.
Don't they tell you, or don't they give you a window? Is it just
They
in the
do.
off season of
No,
like,
no.
hey, you got to be clean for this month of March or
that
April?
is before you were in the program. So for you to get in the program means I
You didn't
told
care,
you
right.
and you didn't care and you failed. And that's why when you get in the program, no one knows at first. You could fail 2 times in the program before this happens. Before
Oh,
you're
so they're
publicly suspended. That's what I'm
wow,
trying to tell
wow.
you. Like, yeah. But that's why they say it's designed to find the people that they describe as addicts. And I personally don't like that term for people that use marijuana because I don't personally think that you are an addict. But that's what that is, bro.
No, it's definitely not
Yeah.
a bad thing at all. I could see, though. We talked about this when, who was it? Richardson, the female sprinter.
Yeah,
When
Shikari.
she did, was it the Olympics or it was something that had to do with
because she said
world running?
Like her mom was sick or somebody was sick, so she was like dealing with like just losing her mind, anxious as heck, depressed, and it was like she just needed to smoke. Yeah,
I could see how, if they wanted to say it was like a performance enhancing drug in a way.
I mean, it'll relax you.
It'll
relax you, help you stay focused.
That's what I mean. I could see if you want to frame it that way, but obviously they don't take that serious if they're not testing like every week during the season.
Yeah,
that's a bummer.
Yeah, it is, man. It is, but we shall overcome.
Okay, that was Let's go. UW had the Mason one. We got Sean McCartney. Yeah, because we were looking at the Canada. I think we caught up on the Super Chats, did we not? I think there might have been a couple more that just came in.
It's just these last 3. But I've already popped up the next topic, so we'll hit these last 3 real quick, and then we can go to the next topic, so we'll be good.
Perfect.
Yep.
I
think it was the Sean McCartney one you were talking about. Yep.
I know some want Canada's head on a plate, and that's fine. But I'd like to see at least one game with Kenny running his offense.
Fair enough, man.
Well, yeah, if we switch to Kenny, you're going to see Canada and Kenny.
Yeah.
Canada's not getting fired.
Yeah,
it's got to be extreme where we're like, we put up 3 points one week, a goose egg the next week, and then like 10 points
and
the
we're
next week.
turning the ball over like and looking like we're regressing. It would have to look like that. They're definitely not getting rid of that man right now.
Matthew Garcia. So just to clarify, Mitch and or Canada have not learned from Tomlin about living in their fears.
Well, I mean, as fans, we like to say that, but it's a difference when you're talking about your job being on the line. Yeah, we all say, oh, don't live in your fears, don't live in your fears. But when you got to put it all on the line every week and you're asking this quarterback, hey, you willing to take chances that might get you 3 interceptions, that might get you pulled, and then after you get pulled, you might be out of the league in a year? You ain't talking about living in your fears then. You talking about, hey, man, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing everything to the letter of the law. I'm going to make sure that I'm making all the right reads. I'm going to make sure that I'm patient. I'm going to make sure that I'm not turning that ball over. That's part of it, man. Matt Canada and Mr. Trubisky, they don't have this long cachet, this long leash where they could feel like their job is really secure for a long term. Both of these dudes are not on hot seats in the sense of, hey, man, you're going to lose your job next week. But this is a big year for both of those guys because the evaluation for Matt Canada was that last year was on Ben. So if this continues for another season, then it's going to be, no, it was on you. For Mr. Trubisky, we just drafted a first-round quarterback. Once we turn the keys over, we're not coming back. So this is your last opportunity. If you want to go ahead and finish your contract, if you want to make that career happen in Pittsburgh, you got to do that now. So for both of them dudes, man, they gotta get right.
James Panzarello. Theory. Canada was sent in undercover to ruin the Steelers franchise. We saw what he did with 7, the greatest travesty arguably in U.S. history. # 7 sabotage. But we are starting to see signs with 10. I've been trying to tell you guys dating back to late last year.
You buddy.
All the signs were there. And everything has been getting more and more revealed this offseason. Mm-hmm. And then even with this regular season, the sabotage was in place. The fix was in. They took out Ben. And it wasn't just it was the hiring of Canada. It was the Steelers organization. It was Colbert, Tomlin. It was coaching and organizational malpractice. Travesty. He put it amazing. The Steel City travesty. Needs to be a 30 for 30 on it.
It's all good. Mm-mm.
Nothing on that one?
I just left it alone. I just like that. It was left it alone. But we are caught up, so now we can continue on with our official Steelers versus Browns preview. How you feeling about it, man? How you feeling about this, man?
I feel amazing. Just stop the run. stop the run. I
That's
think
where it
our
starts.
offense should be better because the Browns' defense, it doesn't look that amazing. It's going to be nice not having Clowney out there.
Mm-hmm.
But with how our line's doing, I think Naji Harris, as we talked about, I think it's just going to take him a few weeks to get back up to normal Naji speed. And he's got the Browns' number. I think he's going to go off. And we can control the clock, stop their run. For our defense, we stop their run on offense. We should be fine.
I did want to ask you, how do you feel about the Amari Cooper at Keller Witherspoon matchup?
Fine. Actually,
because Coop's coming off a nice game, man.
Yeah,
9 for 101, tutty.
That's fine. He don't scare me.
Okay.
He don't scare me. The only
He's
guys,
pretty good though, man.
He's fine, but like the only guys that we're talking
He
about
played at your old team. He played with your
that
old
have
team.
me concerned are dudes like Jamar Chase or like Justin Jefferson. Any of those dudes.
Okay.
We actually did a decent job of containing Justin Jefferson last year. Even though, I mean, he got a touchdown by like 70 yards. At least it wasn't 150 and 2 touchdowns.
Very
right?
true.
No, I think Witherspoon's fine. I was actually going to say this, though. They basically have the same team.
Yeah.
Like without having Deshaun
Yes,
Watson
dude.
in there, Brissett, Baker, cool. They still got the same tight end scenario. Instead of Odell Beckham, they have Amari Cooper.
Yep.
No more Jarvis Landry, but they have a weird like receiver. Who's their wide receiver 2 or 3?
Hold on. Let me pull him up real quick.
But they also have the awesome
Donovan
running backs.
Peoples-Jones. He's still there, and David Bell. He's the other guy. They still got Anthony Schwartz.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't really have a true number 2. Peoples-Jones ain't bad, but they got a guy that they could trust like that. I always thought Jarvis Landry was overrated, so there's that.
Yeah.
But they still got the awesome running backs. They still got a great offensive line, and their defense solid, but at times streaky. I mean, it's the exact same team.
Yeah.
And we should be fine. We've taken care of business with them over these last couple seasons, too. Outside of that AFC wildcard game where we spotted them 7 points off the bat with the Pouncey snap, I mean, we should be fine.
Yeah, man, when I look at this team, man, they can run that rock. That's my biggest concern, man. And
yeah, if we do what we did at the end of the Patriots game against the Browns,
it's
gonna be tough,
bad.
man.
It'll be bad. Yeah, because they're not just really good at running the ball; they're really committed to it. And the thing that is different this year, and like I said earlier, they're just not worried about trying to prove something with the quarterback anymore. Like I said, that they would do that every time, especially the last time with Baker playing us. It's just like, why are you trying to force this thing that he can beat us with his arm when we know, and everybody knew, I'm sure Browns fans knew, that he wasn't capable of that at that time. But now they're not doing that. Now it's such like a clear identity. There are 12 personnel, 13 personnel, 22 personnel. Those are big body groupings. I'm talking running back, fullback, 2 tight ends, or running back and 3 tight ends. They're not doing a lot of the cute personnel groupings. They play big boy ball, man. But they are good enough at times where you will see them work a little bit of Amari Cooper. Now, I know part of that was because it was the Jets and stuff like that, but they it's just weird watching them, man. It's weird because with the protection they've had this year, Jacoby Brissett has looked halfway decent. He has. And that's the part where you'd be like, oh, all right, maybe they're all right. But I don't personally believe in Jacoby like that. But then when we talk about the defense, yeah, on paper good. I don't think they're going to stop us, though, bro. I don't. I think we should literally be able to run this rock on them, man. And if we can do that and make them have to play our receivers, man, I love our matchup on the outside. I do. Shoot, man.
There's Pickens. He's always
That's
open.
what well, technically he is always open. But I think about like how Chase has had success against this team. I think about how Deontay is a matchup nightmare for this team. Pickens should be a matchup nightmare for this team. It's just like, man, we can get to all of that, but I feel like we first have to establish this run. And we should. We should be able to. But we got to do that first, man.
Pretty simple concept.
Yeah.
Establish the run for our offense. Stop the run for our defense.
Like,
pretty simple.
And I also feel like whoever's the team with the turnover, they're going to lose. Because both of our teams right now, the way that they're playing, doesn't like we have a lot of comeback ability, right? And that's something that we got to see with Matt Canada, Mr. Trubisky, obviously on our end. And then for them with Jacoby Brissett, yeah, they're not designed to come back from being down multiple scores or down 10 points. They're not. But technically right now, we have the skill players, but we haven't been executing like that just yet. So I don't want us to get down like that either. So I do feel like whoever has that turnover, though, that's going to be the one that ultimately loses in this game, man. So please
Just one
protect
turnover?
this ball. in terms of the turnover margin. Whoever's that, last week we were -1 because we were -1 because obviously we had the 2 turnovers, they had the 1. Yeah. So for us, it's like, man, we can't lose the turnover battle again this week. We have to win the turnover battle. The team that wins the turnover battle, to me, will be the team that wins in this one, man.
But I think that's really what it's going to be about. We're both going to be trying to establish the run.
I don't think either team is going to try to air it out like that.
He's going to take care of the ball. Mitch takes care of the ball, too. He's not going to be throwing, like, pickable balls all over the place.
But, honestly, both quarterbacks will give you a chance.
They'll give you a chance, yeah.
Both will give you a chance.
They'll give you a chance. We get some pressure in there.
Mm-hmm.
I like our cornerback matchups against the receivers.
Yeah.
Outside of Cooper, and I'm not even concerned about Cooper. I don't think they have too much, and our corners have been playing well.
Yeah, Cooper's the only one that I want to see. I want to see what him and Akello look like. Because he is going to get more, or Akello's going to get more of Cooper. Even though he will play both sides, he's going to get a lot of the Cooper matchup. And that's the one I want to see. I want to see, like, man, because when I'm watching the tape, if you're the Cleveland Browns, you're going to look at Nelson Aguilar going up top and snagging on him. And if we were watching that same tape and Akello play for anyone else, we'll be saying, hey, this is a week where we got to go up top. This corner just got beat by Nelson Aguilar. You got Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is better than Nelson Aguilar. Or we'll be saying George Pickens is better than Nelson Aguilar. We going up top. So for Akello, he's going to have to stand up out there now. He's going to get them opportunities, but he's going to have to stand up out there. And that's what I want to see. I want to see him respond in that type of way, man.
Got any key matchups?
Oh, yeah, man. Come on, man. I got 5 of them things. I did drop them on my 5-star matchups. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check that out. But for the live crowd, yeah, man, talked about Nick Chubb versus Miles Jack. I think for Miles, man, Miles has been playing his tail off, especially against the run. Sideline. He's our enforcer. He's our leader in terms of stopping
12 tackles
that run.
last week?
Absolutely, man. But his just demeanor, he's downhill. He plays that position like when you watch your Steelers linebacker, you be like, yo, that's how he's supposed to play. Like, that's he's a playmaker in there, man. So when I think of him versus Nick Chubb, we know who Nick Chubb is. Nick Chubb is a heck of a player. But that's the one, I think that Miles has to be the one that matches his energy. You got to match him play for play, man. And Nick Chubb's going to have his success out there, man. But Miles got to make some plays happen on his own self. You know what I mean? And just showing him, whether it's running game or in coverage when he's against Nick, that, man, he just as nice. Or he's in that concept, he's gonna make it competitive. You know what I mean? And I think that's a key one for us. Can't forget about when we got that rock, like I talked about earlier with our running game in terms of Naji just taking advantage, or not taking advantage, but more so the long game on this defense, and in particular JOK, because JOK is a small guy. He'll have a lot of tackles, but man, you're gonna feel that eventually, and it's gonna break on you. How Marshawn Lynch describe it? He was like, well, I just want to hit you in the face again and again and again and again. Well, where Naji from? He's from the same place. So, you know what? Hopefully Naji saw that and he said, yeah, JOK, I just want to run the ball and hit you in the face again and again and again and again. Because that's what we need.
Can we get the beast mode advisor back?
That's what we need.
Naji said he just wants to look a dude in the eye.
That's what we need.
Like,
come on, man. That's what I'm saying. So for me, I'm looking at those two and I'm like, bro, I need both of those. Absolutely. Third one I had up there was the traditional one. Since, like I said, we don't have TJ Watt in this matchup, that means I got to talk about Myles Garrett because he's the best pass rusher in the building. So Myles Garrett and Dan Moore. Dan Moore has been Myles' kryptonite. Now, we also know that Ben was getting it out. Yes, because Ben was getting it out very quickly, and we know it's the full context. But Dan Moore struggles with speed rushers. He doesn't struggle with big-bodied, long rushers. Myles Garrett, still explosive. Don't get it twisted. And yes, he does have speed, but he's not an electric jump out of the stance guy that's going to have you on your heels. His game is the power, the long game, and stuff like that. And I just think that Dan Moore matches up well with that. Now, Chooks is going to get some opportunities as well, especially when Jadeveon Clowney. Myles Garrett is going to flip-flop. But to me, I think Chooks is fine handling Myles Garrett. Dan Moore is the one that I just want to see. Can you still keep it competitive? Or maybe you might have gotten a little bit better. And you might hold your own. We ain't got to hold your own just yet. We're just trying to be competitive. But if you get to hold your own status, well, now we really got something. So that was another one, man.
For sure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
A lot of high praise for Chooks and even the offensive line.
Bro,
as a whole. They deserve it after last week.
They've been doing their thing, man. They've been doing their thing, man. Those are some of the ones, though, for me, though, bro.
Yeah, I'm not getting the comments about the offensive line over these last couple of days.
Yeah, bro.
Still shitting on them a little bit. No, they play good. That's one of the last groups you should be pointing any blame for. I would agree, man. Last week's loss.
I would agree. The last two matchups I did have were Amari Cooper versus Akello. just because they're gonna
Kello's locking his ass down.
No, and I do anticipate him having success. I'm more so just wanting to see how the 50-50 balls go, because if I'm Cleveland, that's all I want to see from Kello.
They might want to do that with Peoples-Jones, though.
Either way, I want to see that 50-50 ball. What does that look like? How is Kello handling those? Because if I'm Cleveland, that's the first thing I'm coming to. That's the first thing I want to see. Did you get that correct?
That's what I want to see, though, too, because I think if they're going to try that, Kello's going to be on the other side of it.
I'm hoping so.
That's been a one-off so far in terms of his career with the Steelers.
I'm hoping so.
It's just, my mind was blown at the game. I was like,
that
what,
makes two of us,
literally just happened? I thought we were going into halftime 3-3, and this just...
But this is the NFL. When that's on tape, they coming back to that, bro.
I hope so.
They coming back to that early. Will pick one. Yeah, they going to come back to that, man. So
or it'll just be a waste
we shall see, bro. We shall see. But the fifth and final matchup was Mr. Trubisky / Matt Canada versus Browns secondary. Like we talk about, make them have to communicate the right way. Come on now. We talk about the miscommunication that they've been having. We talk about them not playing up to their status that's on paper. They haven't been playing up to that. Well, we got to continue to put them in positions to not play up to that. We can't go out there and keep calling these stop route, out routes, stop route, curl route, flat route. That's not going to make them have to communicate. That's not going to have them having blown coverages. That's not going to test them to see, number one, if you can execute the call, but number two, can you actually stop the play from happening? Because it's one thing for you to line up, right? That's half the battle. The other part is, can you actually stop it when I throw it over there? Because there's still going to be some times where you got the coverage, right? But I'm just saying my guy's better than your guy. And I think we should have that energy in some of these matchups, that my guy at receiver is better than your guy at DB. Give my guy a chance. That's how I'm feeling, man.
Does Pickens have the highest approval rating on the team right now?
Yeah, he's definitely getting. I'll go to jump ball to him.
Pickens and Pickett, but I was even thinking, Pickens has wide receiver one status right now amongst fans, where he can do no wrong.
He can't do
probably even higher than AB.
Bro, think about this.
Pickens has done nothing.
Think about this. He gave the people. He showed
nothing, not on his own accord.
He showed that he was upset when he went to the South. Right, everybody saw the little clip. He showed that. Outside of AB, you ain't allowed to do that. Outside of AB, they be like, "Oh man, you tripping? You a cancer."
People got pissed at AB. Though,
come on, bro.
To a certain degree, right?
That ain't the case with Pickens. They was like, see, even NFL young boy know what's up. Tell you, bro. Tell you, man.
He might be the favorite player for Steelers fans that has done nothing. But like I said, he needs more target himself.
He inspired Coach Tomlin to buy the whole team Air Force Ones that were black. Think about that.
He's already a legend.
Bro, he's legendary. Has the dopest draft picture out right now. Like, come on, bro, it's hard.
Yeah. He can do no wrong. Okay, what do we want to do? Back to Super Chat, and then we got the lines, phone lines?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Okay, we got a couple supers here. This one is Lou Boy. Mitch rookie season, he put up 2,193 yards. After teams had tape on him and could scheme against him, he had 3,223 yards in his second season. 3,138 in the third. Please say he can't see the field or he's scared.
Thank you.
It's not adding up.
I would agree. I don't think that it's not a seeing the field issue. I think he sees the field well. I think he makes really good decisions. I think it's just him dialing back the safeness of, this is a high percentage throw, and just saying, F that, I'm going to give my guy a chance down the field. And he will.
Sean McCartney. Cam and Alex need to step up, even without TJ. Sure.
That is definitely a part of it as well, man. Both of those guys, the impact wasn't as great. Like I talked about with Cam, it was a couple of things, man. I thought the rookie Cole Strange definitely did good against him, but they did good job in terms of mixing up some of the slot protection. I also thought defensive-wise for us, we did Cam a disservice playing him as a defensive end as much as we did. Can he play out there on occasion? Sure. But you can't have Cam rushing that much from the outside, because that takes away from what he does best, which is line up over a guard or a center and just get off the ball, big man power them and move them back. At DN, it's a different style, man. It takes more energy and effort for his body type. And I just think that really held him back. And for Alex, I thought Alex, man, had some success early, but then it just kind of dwindled off. Started getting locked up at times from Trent, man. Trent definitely played a lot better in week 2 than he did in week 1. I got to shout my dog out, man. Shout out to Baby Huey. But, yeah, they both got to do better. And they will, especially this week. But Cam got a tough matchup, man. Both of them got tough matchups. I like Highsmith versus Jedrick. He's already had success against him. Cam and Batonio, they're going to go at it. They're going to bump. I like that.
Sean McCartney. Replace Gunner with Sims on punt return. Yeah, if we get another fumble, I'm fine with that.
Yes, but we have to get another fumble first. Because Gunner, that's a one-off. That's not Gunner.
Let's go, UW. Don't want to see our DBs being slower than free shipping.
I feel that comment right there, bro. Free shipping low key is like the worst. It takes forever.
Amazon Prime though, it's good free shipping.
Yeah, but
I guess it's not free. You're
yeah,
paying for the monthly Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
which worked on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, bro.
It works.
Oh,
so,
it did for you? Okay.
Yeah, on the Chiefs-Chargers game. So I'm assuming it will work for Steelers-Browns as well.
No doubt. I used the ad, the NFL joint.
Dude,
NFL.
literally, I'm not even
not NFL.com, but the NFL app, yeah.
It's exactly how we describe it. You go Amazon.com, front of the screen, and they had 3 different broadcasts. It was kind of cool.
Okay.
They had the main one with, was it Herb Street and Michaels, right?
Yes.
They had a second one that was like an all-22 version.
Oh, okay. With different camera angle.
There was sometimes they went to the main broadcast on that one, but there was a couple plays where they would have the huge ass overhead shot, or they'd do something from the sideline.
Nice.
And then they would have like next gen stats with it too.
Okay.
That wasn't bad. What was the other one? I think there was a Spanish one too.
I like that.
It was cool. It was phenomenal. Worked perfectly.
I remember because I forgot even when I was watching on NFL.com or not NFL.com on the NFL app, I remember saying to myself it was kind of like weird hearing the broadcast because I was saying like it wasn't adding up or wasn't matching up to me, but no, that was straight though.
Mike Hood, remember Brown was showing up a Hall of Fame quarterback. Pickens is calling out what he sees.
Oh, fair enough.
I think Pickens is right, man. Pickens don't lie, man. He's the truth.
Okay.
The truth can't tell a lie.
Okay. Say no more then. Say no more.
I think that's it. The super chats.
I like it then, man. But no, do you have anything left, man, that you wanted to get off?
No.
Is it quarterback time?
Is it Pickett time?
Is it matchup time? You got to drop your mixtape? Is it time for you to drop a mixtape real quick? You let me know. Or we want to do that after these phone calls? How you want to do it? I just feel like it's only right. Is it mixtape time? Do I need to take a sip real quick? I'm turned up. The energy's there. Say no.
I actually have nothing prepared.
Oh,
but I will do it.
Okay.
I will do something.
Okay. Because I was ready.
I might have something up my sleeve.
I was ready, bro.
I might have something on my sleeve. So, Jacoby Brissett.
What's up?
Versus Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, so we at their neck now? What's up? Okay.
People are wondering after these first 2 weeks, who's the better quarterback? Brissett.
And I wonder.
Hasn't really played that bad.
If you know.
Trubisky, a Steeler Nation, we are wanting a little bit more from the quarterback position. But.
What's up? What's up?
And this one. It's the Steelers quarterback.
Oh, do tell. Share the details.
Mitch Trubisky.
What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
He's not the only Steelers quarterback on the roster.
Dum.
That's
Plot
better
twist.
than Jacoby Brissett.
Hey now, wait a minute. What you got?
But we have a guy that the Steelers drafted in the first round.
Oh, talk to me now. Did he have the first round grade or was he actually taken in the first round? I need clarification.
He's actually taken in the first round.
Oh, say no more. Okay, all right. Okay.
He was also hailing from the University of Pittsburgh.
Hail to Pitt.
I don't know where I'm going with this right now.
It sounds good though. Just keep it going.
No, actually, I do exactly know where I'm going with this.
You know exactly where you're going.
Trubisky,
what's up?
Does outplay Brissett in this game.
Come on, man, because Jacoby Brissett, bro. Nobody cares about Brissett, Brisket, or Brabaska. It don't matter.
Trubisky does outplay him.
Of course he does. And it's in prime time. Mitch show up in prime time.
It's a close game though. And you know what happens at that Cleveland Browns stadium in primetime games?
What happens in primetime games, Deke?
Opposing quarterbacks sometimes have to take a shit. So
that is the truth.
You're very accurate, man. Mitch grabbed something weird for lunch.
Oh no. Is a little chili dog? A little too chili-ish on the dog?
Actually, yeah. Chili dog. Weird chili dog.
Chili dog will do it to you.
Was left out overnight.
Oh no. They sabotaged him. They hit him with the stomach bug. Ooh.
So he has to go to the bathroom.
Twist.
He has to go to the bathroom.
Plot twist. He had the runs while he makes his run to the Browns.
Yep. Critical drive for the Steelers. Mitch, he's got to do what he's got to do.
You got to do what he got to do. Sometimes a man has to do what a man has to do.
despite what some people are thinking, Mason Rudolph is not going to be dressed in this game.
Oh, no.
So that leaves one man. Actually, the guy that is QB2 on the depth chart.
Holy cow,
and
the guy that's
so,
actually QB2 on the depth chart. I hear you.
Steps in for Trubisky while he has to take and do his business.
Yeah, because you got to do his business. We know that. You got to do his business. Respect that.
You don't want to be doing that on the field.
No, you definitely don't want to do that on the field, man. That'd be a bad situation.
But as Pickett goes in,
what happens?
Boom, 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 just like the Jaguars preseason game. We score within a minute. Mitch comes back out. Everyone knows hey, we're finishing this off with Pickett. Steelers win. Double digits against the Browns.
Double digits. You hurt with that man.
Pickett said 2 touchdowns.
2 of them teddy bears.
$150. That all happens in the second half.
Bro, he ain't playing no games. That's Mr. Clutch.
And we're rolling. The Steelers are rolling. The NFL is scared. It's the KP8 era.
KP8 era.
Trubisky, well, end of the day, we're talking about who's the better quarterback.
Yeah.
Trubisky's better than Brissett because, like I said, he's going to outplay him in this game.
Trubisky over Brissett, just in case y'all ain't know.
Something outside of the football field happens with Trubisky, and like I said, he's got to take care of business, so that leaves the opportunity for Pickett to come in, and Pickett looks better than Trubisky, and Pickett remains the starting quarterback going forward.
So, Wally Pipp without the injury. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Say no more then. Say no more. The congregation has spoken.
Hell, Mason over Brissett, too.
Hey, man, give us all 3 over Brissett. But I'm glad you didn't slander my dog Dobbs. I appreciate you for that. But everybody else can get it.
There you go. There's my quarterback spiel.
There it is. I like that right there.
I don't know what I come back to if that doesn't happen for next week.
I don't know either. You put a lot out there. You kind of left us where we don't have another option. That's a lot that needs to happen. We don't have a lot of options.
Well, if it doesn't happen, then we just roll with what did happen.
Yeah.
And we'll do our QB we'll do our QB comparisons for week 4.
I could dig it. So, with that being said, then you got score predictions. Let's go.
Yeah.
Drop your score predictions in the chat right now. Let us know who you think gets the job done on Sunday, on tomorrow night, which is Thursday, not Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
All right. We do stop the run.
Okay.
We contain it. I'll put it to you that way. It's going to be a good bend but don't break defense. There is going to be some plays where Chubb gets 10, 15 yards, but they don't score off it, and then, they get down to our 20, 30, whatever, and we hold them to field goals. I don't think Brissett has that amazing of a game. Our secondary is going to be really good against their receivers. Amari Cooper, he ain't doing shit. So Browns I think they get 12 points.
Okay, a little 12 piece.
All field goals.
A little 12 piece. Sometimes like a little 12 piece. A little 12 piece, split it up half and half, wing sauce. We good.
Yeah, our defense looks good again. I think Highsmith does get more pressure and is just better than what he was against the Patriots. Malik Reed, I think he's going to be better too. Just our whole defensive line, our front 7, is going to get some decent pressure on the Browns after we do stop the run. After we stall some of their series out, they got to be in 3rd and longs and whatnot. And yeah, Brissett, he looks a little bit flustered out there, and our defense is able to get after him.
It is.
On offense,
what's up?
God damn it, I just did the whole quarterback comparison and how the situation played out. Well, let's hedge it and just say, if that doesn't happen, the whole hot dog serve is a chili dog scenario.
Chili dog, yeah.
If that doesn't happen,
left out hot dog.
Because that's just a prediction in terms of Mitch does have the chili dog. Maybe heading into tomorrow, he passes on the chili dog. If that's the case, he'll be fine.
Okay.
Maybe this is a warning sign for him.
Fair enough.
He's gonna
Mitch,
watch the
don't
QB
eat
comparison.
any chili dogs, and please have Tums prepared for you. Okay. Yes. They out here plotting on your downfall, man. Just be careful.
I think Mitch plays fine.
Yeah.
He plays well enough for us to win, but the story is going to be Naji Harris. I think he drops over 100 yards on the Browns. We do have one of those moments, whether it's another stiff arm that we're going to be retweeting, or it's going to be him hurdling over a Browns defender. He gets at least 100, maybe he gets a $125, definitely a touchdown. I don't know if he gets a receiving one, but I also think he's going to get probably between 15 and 30 receiving. Actually, probably at least 20 or 30 receiving yards.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a really good one. He's the locomotive to this Steelers offense against the Browns. He's got the Browns number, and maybe Mitch tosses one too. I think we get 14 off touchdowns, and we get an extra field goal too. Yeah. We get at least an extra field goal, maybe 2.
Okay.
So that would equal 20 points. I think we get 17. I think we win 17-12.
Okay.
It's going to be low scoring. It's going to be grinded out type of game. But, yeah, we get the job done. I feel like we have it in control for most of the game. It's just that we always got to be on our P's and Q's as well.
Fair enough. I like that, though. That's pretty dope. I like that. All right. I'm going to read out a couple of these from the chat, and then I'm going to drop mine off, and then after that, we open these phone lines.
Sure.
So I see John Doe got it 24-20 Steelers. J Max 609 27-17 Steelers. Jason Winston tuning in 20-17 Steelers. Boss Anna 28-10 Steelers. Mike Cara 34-17 Browns. And he says sorry, by the way.
Damn.
Christopher Hockenberry 13-10 Steelers. Oh no. Jason Easton, Jacoby will get the W last week of Mitch. Damn. Kenny versus the Jets, though. So, okay. A little combo prediction right there. D-Jack 420 says 27-13 Steelers. Frank K 20-14 Steelers. A lot of Steelers went. Oh no, Richard Stone 23-17 Brownies. The Analyzer 24-21 Steelers. Mr. Pitt Steeler for life 34-27 Steelers. Seeing a lot of Steelers though. Feeling good about the Steelers? Oh.
Yeah, we win the game for sure.
Jacob Malicio says 34-31 and he says we win by the Wizard of Balls.
Wow. High scoring. That could be fun.
That's a lot. That'd be a fun one on Thursday. That'd be a heck of a Thursday night game.
Yeah, both teams are in the 30s.
Yeah, that'd be dope on Thursday. All right.
What do you got?
Let's see. So, looks like that is... Oh, and Rod Dollar, I'll end with him. It says 27-24 Steelers. Fourth quarter comeback. Calling the comeback. Hashtag here we go. All right. So, for me, man, I do think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's a tight game. Both of these offenses protect the ball. Both offenses can be limited. Both have the personnel, though, to have an explosive play. We talk about Amari Cooper. We talked about our receivers, right? Deontay, George Pickens, and Chase Claypool. All of those receivers are capable of having 100-plus yard games, multi-touchdown games. They are all capable of doing that. But neither one of these offenses currently are executing on that type of level, nor are they trying to feature those type of guys. I think that we should be able to be a lot better against the run and stop them or minimize them, or just be more effective than what we were last week. I don't think we'll see a lot more of what we saw last week. I do think part of that was the fatigue, man, and that's a real thing. But I do feel like they are going to be better against this run. I also question the health of this Browns offensive line. I don't think that those guys are as healthy as they are currently, if what the ESPN injury report says is actually accurate. But I also feel like defensively we're going to be able to create a turnover, man, because as I said with Jacoby Brissett, good quarterback, but he's limited, and he is one of those guys that will give you an opportunity. And the way our defense has been playing, more importantly, our secondary, they've been getting their hands on a lot of footballs, even dropping some footballs. But either way, they've been around that a lot, and I do think that we will be able to force a turnover, and that to me is the difference. I got a 17-16 Steelers.
Oh, 1-pointer.
Tight one. And I do think we are trailing, and we hit the Boz field goal to walk up out of that thing. Yeah. Walking your trap.
How much time?
Take your trap. No, it's a walk-off.
That's what. How much time do we have though? Is it like a minute?
It's a walk-off. I don't know how much. It's the full. It's regulation, but
is it deep? Or is it a 30-yard?
Bro, would you ask?
Is it a deep field goal?
Oh, I'm glad you put field goal at the end of that, man. Don't be asking is it deep anymore, all right? But yeah. We'll give him 50. 52.
52-yarder.
I like a 52-yarder.
I like that.
52-yarder. Boss for the win. Into the dog pound section too, just to put clarification on it.
So it's like, it's not a. You're saying it's not like a definitive drive, but we make the player too that.
No, it's what Mitch has done, and got to have his situations. He comes up with the drive, like we saw him do in Cincinnati.
I would love to see it.
That's all I'm saying. We saw him do it back-to-back drives, and was that the third quarter last game? Yeah, because he had the field goal drive that should have had opportunity for a touchdown, but that's when we had the linebacker beat up on our running back and get the sack on third down. And then we kicked the field goal that drive, and then we ended up scoring the next drive, the Pat Fryer move. So it's like, we've seen that. Mitch is capable of it. Absolutely. We don't like to talk about it because that doesn't fit all our narratives, but we have seen it. So, yeah, man.
We needed more of it against the Patriots, that's all. And
well, that's fine. I'm with you.
I think we get enough of it in this Browns game for sure. I think he plays fine.
Yeah, never said that we've seen enough of it. All I'm saying is when people act like we've never seen it, that's all. We actually have. That's it. We need to see more of it though. But that's how it's gonna go, bro. But yeah, man, don't ask that no more, bro. Is it deep? that was just. Whew.
Talking about field goals.
I'm with you, bro. What you thought I was talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what you were. I don't know what you thought I was talking about.
Whoa, man, are you all right, bro? Are you good?
We're talking football.
You sure
man.
you good, bro? You good? That team, I'm on your team, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
How old are you, Deke? Man, God, we gotta act mature in here, man. Jeez.
We're ready for these lines.
Whoa, what type, bro? I don't know what you're on, Deke. I don't want any lines with you, man. No. What do you mean? Ready for these lines? Ay, caramba. Anywho, yes, I am ready for these phone lines, though. I think we had like a couple supers that just popped in, so if you could get those real quick while I get this, then we shall be good.
I think we got Vincent Martinez here. We need the running game going more north-south.
I would agree. I definitely would agree with that.
We got Jason Winston, Moats/Deke equals Batman Superman, best Steelers show.
Oh, well, we appreciate you, man. From the heart. All right, where's the little thing?
Jay Ramos, I think this is the last one. Deke and Moats, God bless. Steelers win 27-10.
27-10. I need that. Bro, 27-10, that would be a dope game.
I'd love to be in the 20s.
Yes. 20s would be super fun, especially on a Thursday night game. So, the digits to dial for the phone lines are they are 412-346-6955. Once again, that is 412-346-6955. And I actually did not turn the actual thing on, my bad. Now we're good. Now we're good.
Who are we getting today?
I don't know. We're going to find out, though. Yeah, I be forgetting to turn the daggone thing on. So let's see. Talk to me, baby. Who you on the hotline with today? Hello?
Yo.
Guess there's no one right there. All right. Phone lines are still open, though. All right. Make sure I did hook that thing in right. Yeah, because we heard it ringing. Absolutely. But the phone lines are open.
Got a little gun shy there.
Yeah, got a little. I mean, it happens sometimes, man. Sometimes you get on and you be like, oh, Lord, he said, hey to me.
Huh?
Talk to me. Who you on the hotline with today?
Yo, it's Kyle Manier.
What's up, Kyle? How we living over there, man?
Oh, we living good. Not too great though after that L on Sunday.
Nah, I feel you on that. That was not the best situations. We don't like losing, especially not here in Pittsburgh, and more importantly, definitely not to the New England Patriots. But how you feeling about this matchup, Cal?
I mean, especially like being from Vermont, it's Patriots country up here. So it didn't feel good driving 9 hours back.
Oh, and I was gonna say too, man. Tell us too, man. How was your first experience? Right? 'Cause you said you brought your lady down too, right? For the game.
No, this was like our 5th game.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
We were actually there for the Patriots game last time they were in Pittsburgh. Like we're Haden had the interception and stuff.
Okay.
So we had to go. But no, we had a good time. But I mean, like Deke said, Akello getting mossed, Gunner's fumble, sudden dropping the pick. Like that's pretty much what gave us the L. But Matt Canada's offense sucks. That's how I feel. That's what I wanted to say today. Because I'm pretty much buckling up for this season because we know how Tomlin and the Rooneys operate. Like, it's going to be this all season long. Canada's going nowhere. Like, I mean, who knows what they'll do with the quarterback situation. But, I mean, this is what it was like all last year. And everybody wanted to blame it on Ben, but which quarterback led the NFL in game-winning drives?
Thank you. You can come on anytime.
Who led the NFL in game-winning drives last year? The GOAT.
The GOAT. You heard what that man said.
Thank you, sir, for your amazing football analysis.
Deke, thank you for, trying to get Big Ben out there. Like, the national media, they don't really give a shit about Ben. Sorry for saying that, but it's true. Like, Big Ben, he deserves some respect. I mean, he's a GOAT.
He said, "Put some respect on that man's name, man."
Yeah, they were just blasting him for clicks last year. It was a shame.
He still got gas in the tank too. I mean,
the return. Hashtag the return.
Hashtag the return. Hashtag the return of Joe Haden too. I mean, I feel like he still got gas in the tank.
I like it.
Haden, yeah.
All right. So, how you feel about tomorrow's game, though, man? How we getting it done? You got us. What you think?
I think we're getting the W, but it's with this Matt Canada offense, It's going to be a one-score game.
You're so
It's
disgusted
gonna
with the
come
you disgusted with that offense. I could hear it. I could hear it.
down. So disgusting. Like, we were statistically last year one of the worst offensive teams, and especially in the first half. Like, it's just like so stale and boring and predictable. So yeah, I'm over it, and I think people are putting way too much blame on Mitch. Like, yeah, he didn't have a great game. He missed some throws in that interception. It was a bad read.
Yeah.
But I mean, when other players like Deontay and Claypool, they're hey, we're just running the plays that we're told to run.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of points at Canada, but
it does.
That's
Everything is pointing that direction, but we're gonna find out. But it is pointing that direction right now. Yes.
What's your score prediction?
Sir. But yeah, no, I think we win. It's gonna be. I agree with you, Moats. It's gonna come down to Boz.
Let's go.
Having to kick some field goal. I'd say like 20-17.
20-17.
But I'm very excited to see Akello though, because I mean he gave up the Jamar touchdown in the Bengals game, and seen him get Moss last week. I really want to see how he does against Amari Cooper. That's what I'm most excited for.
I like it. Well, hey, Cal, man, shout out to you, man. This was a heck of a call, man. You the man. I like this. And he got the good guys getting the dub. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Now, I had a lot to get off my chest today, and I wish Official Momentum could drop a story, but I think
we haven't seen him today.
Yeah, man. I think he at work right now, man. But we're gonna catch him on the flip side next week, man. But either way, we appreciate you, Kyle. All right?
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys, for having me. Have a good one.
No doubt. You too. All right. Shout out to Cal, man. That was a good first call right there, man. All right. Phone lines are still open, man. 412-346-6955. Oh, holla at your boy. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with?
You with Zeke Xavier. What's happening, baby?
Man, Zeke, what it do? Play 1,000 Oaks, California in the building. Black on the state side.
Sir.
How you living out there, man?
Pretty good.
I like it. So how we feeling about this game tomorrow? What's your energy?
Well, look. I'm tired of the hate on my man Akello. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Okay.
We got some great callers today.
I feel like that dude was in the right position. He was like 2 seconds, like a millisecond late on looking. You know what I mean? He was there. He was looking, but you know what I mean? If he was just a little bit earlier, he could have, jumped, judged the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, I've seen people criticize him not jumping. I have seen people criticize that. They were like, man, that's kind of like lazy. Why didn't he go up and go get the ball? Why was he waiting on it to drop into him?
I just felt like he was just a little bit late and couldn't really, you know what I mean? He just was like, oh, crap, the ball's right there. You know what I mean?
No, you bring up a good point.
But yeah, I love our defense. I'm loving our defense. Hate that TJ's injured, but we still got it. I love it.
Let's go. So what's that score prediction? We getting that dub tomorrow, or the Brownies making us feel like we got brown on our face?
Of course you're getting that dub tomorrow.
Okay.
Of course you're getting that dub.
Okay.
What you mean?
Okay. I was just checking you out, man. Just making sure.
Browns.
Okay.
Come on now.
It's the Browns. The Browns is the Browns. You better tell them about it. Let's go.
What's your score prediction?
27-17.
Oh, hey now. I like that.
Nice. What happens on offense then?
Everybody say something. We getting some points. Somebody scoring some tutties.
Who's scoring on offense?
I think
it's Tata's getting tutties.
Run.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a heavy run, heavy Najee.
Mm-hmm.
I just really don't think our passing game is like that. I really don't.
I can understand.
Canada's letting us down. Let my man Ben down on his final season. Yeah.
Is this the best group of callers of all time?
I think it's gonna be a heavy run. Najee's gonna see them holes. After seeing that tape, he's gonna get it done.
I like it there.
He's gonna score 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns.
Hat trick one time. I like it there, man.
Yeah.
Hey, always a blast hopping on the line with you, man. You know that, baby. Appreciate you again.
Of course.
No
Appreciate
doubt. My dog, I'll holler at you. Peace. Let's go. No, man. Shout out to Zeke Shea right there, man. Always fun, man, when we get a chance to talk to the folks, man. All right, phone lines open. We got time for another one. 412-346-6955. You on the hotline, baby. Who we on the hotline with? Talk to me.
Hello.
Yo.
You rang.
What's the word?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes. What is your name?
Oh, this is John.
What's up, John? How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Just moved out here a couple weeks ago from California, and now in Pittsburgh.
Oh, let's go, man. How was the move? Was it smooth?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Kind of hot on the drive out, but now it's cooler out here, so that's good.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah, it's
then,
beautiful
man.
weather right now.
No, it is, right? Like, you go outside right now, it's like picturesque. Now, but shout out to that, though, John. Now, how you feeling now that you are in the, best place to be, which is Pittsburgh? We got this game tomorrow. How you feeling? You excited? You nervous? What's up?
I'm feeling good. I'm originally from here, so yeah, it's been a good homecoming.
Okay,
and I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow.
I like it. What's your predictions? How you feeling? What's going to happen for us?
Unfortunately, I think the Browns are going to take the W, but fortunately, I think this is Mitch's last game, and I think Kenny will start versus the Jets.
You see that perspective? That's perspective right there. You heard him right there. He said we're going to lose. He said we're going to lose to the Browns.
Can't we win? Can't we win too? Can it be a defensive battle?
Shout out to you, John. Shout out to you, John. I like that. But fortunately, you'll be starting.
I had a question that was like not about football though. If I could get your opinion on something.
Yeah, what's up?
I wanted to know because since I know you're a wrestling fan and I'm kind of a wrestling fan too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know your opinion on Vince McMahon stepping down from WWE and Triple H taking over as the head of the company now.
Yeah. For me, man, it was unfortunate because we know Vince was stepping down more so in response to the allegations, and if they were true, then obviously we know that, yeah, man, it's time for you to step down, and obviously you want to be accountable and stuff like that. But I don't hate the decision to bump up Triple H because, first off, man, this is a dude that's very familiar with the organization. He's been a part of it for years, and he's still a part of the family. We know who wifey is in terms of little Stephanie McMahon. So to me, man, I thought that was the most logical and easiest, most seamless transition for them to do. But yeah, I mean, I hated to see Vince go because I'm a part of the Attitude Era, baby. But if what was happening was true, then I can't support that. So yes.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I like the new direction that it's going in. Yeah. We're getting some more of we're getting less of the PG and more of the adult content, which seems fun.
I don't think we'll ever get back to the full Attitude Era, but we might be taking some steps towards that, and I'm a big fan of that part.
Well, that's all you got, boss?
All right, cool.
I like it there, man. Well, John, shout out to you, man. That was pretty dope right there, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate you again. Peace out.
All right, dude. Peace.
Let's go. All right, Deke, man, it's your call, man. It's 6:26. We could take one more call, or we can say holla at us.
Yeah, one more time.
All right, let's do it then, man. The phone lines are open. 412-346-6955. I like that. 6955.
We got some great comments referring to, I think it was either the first or second callers. I'll get to them.
I like it. Hey, talk to me, man. Who we on the hotline with, baby?
Hey, Arthur Moats. This is Brandon Savakinas from Pennsylvania.
What's up, Brandon? And I was going to say, Brandon, you don't got to do the whole first and last name, man. We real chill over here, man. Yeah, you had me nervous. I thought you was a bill collector for a second. Man, don't do that now, Brandon. So how you living, baby? Where you at?
Good. I'm a student at Westchester University.
Hey, shout out to that, man. What year are you?
I'm a junior.
Let's go. What's your major? I before we get to the football, what's your major, Brandon?
Physical therapy.
Let's go. Okay. I like that there, man. Shout out to the physical therapy people out there, man.
Thank you. I have a really funny story about Latrobe.
Okay, let's do it.
Me and my cousin went down to Latrobe, and we were going to the training camp for the first time, and we didn't know where to park, or we were just getting information about the whole camp and stuff, and we were just joking around with my cousin, and he's like, I'm Big Ben's brother, just joking around with the people that are working there. They literally opened the gates. They're about to let him right in. It looks like Big Ben.
Jeez.
Yeah, and we're
security, man. Well, we did have a Troy imposter out there before, so you know what? I probably shouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, we were only joking, though, but they literally opened the gates right up.
Wow. Did y'all tell the man at least that y'all were joking? Or did y'all go ahead and walk right through that thing?
Yeah, did. We were really joking. It's their first time here. Like, they're all laughing with us.
You should have went through it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, absolutely. I mean, all right, since y'all let us do it, I'm gonna just roll with it then. Jeez, I like that though. Shout out to you, Brandon. I like that. All right.
Thank you.
So how you feeling about tomorrow's game, man? You feeling optimistic or you feeling a little bit more pessimistic over there, man?
Feeling a little optimistic about the game. I feel like Mr. Trubisky, he has a lot to prove for the Steelers fans, but I think it's Kenny Pickett time.
Has it been Pickett time, or are you saying like after this Week 3 game?
After this Week
3
game, and then I think they put Pickett in for the Jets.
We still catch the dub?
Yeah, I think we catch the dub with a Boz field goal tomorrow.
Okay. So we get the dub, Boz field goal, make the switch, Kenny Pickett time, the upgrade.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it, man. Well, man, shout out to you, Brandon, at Westchester, and make sure that you continue on with your success in the classroom as well, man, all right?
Thank you. Have a good one.
No doubt, you too, man.
Peace.
Shout out to the homie, man. I like that right there. That was a solid group of callers right there, I must say. Huh? What you think?
Pretty damn good.
Felt good right there, man. We even had some diversity. We had somebody pick the Browns as well, man. You know,
I didn't like that.
I wasn't a fan of it, but I like that it makes it feel more all encompassing.
First two, we're talking about Ben and saying how bad Canada was last year and how we sabotaged
the one
7.
guy said 7 still got it in the tank.
Yep, yeah. So those were amazing calls, and then the last two were pro Pickett, so it wasn't that bad. Outside of the dude picking the Browns, solid work.
But he only picked them because he said we have to lose in order for us to gain. Kenny, it was like the sacrifice. We lose, but fortunately, we get Kenny back, so we're good. Kenny becomes the guy.
All right, some final super chats here.
Man.
Mr. Pitt Steelers for Life says, I think I'm speaking, this actually goes hand in hand with what the last caller was saying here. He says, I'm speaking for 90% of Steeler fans when I ask, any possibility we can win tomorrow and still get KP8 for the Jets? 10 days in between. That's exactly what the last caller predicted.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think there's a chance. If we win, I don't think we're getting Pickett.
Yeah, well, and my whole thing was, just dating back to the people that felt like Kenny could do what Mitch has been doing and there's not this drop off and he could be better and all this other stuff. If they want to make that change, it doesn't matter when they'll make it. Whether it's 10 days or if they made it tonight. If they feel like he's better, it's not going to matter. They're just going to make that switch. So until they feel like he's better, I personally don't think we're going to get that switch.
Angelo Manalaris is in the upper room.
Shout out to your pronunciation on that. But Angelo Manalaris, we appreciate you. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And let me remind you, because you are new to the family, after every game, there is a live Space Talk 60-minute live reaction show that I do after every game right here on the YouTube channel. But following that, it's an additional 15 to 30 minutes where I open it up it's strictly for upper room members for that last little 15 to 30 minutes. So that way you can ask whatever question you want, get it off your chest, and we can have more of an organic conversation with all the distractions. But that is for you upper room people. So shout out to each and every one of y'all. And since I am talking, make sure you like the video, like this stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and that is it. But Angelo does say something that I must say. He says, shout out JMU Dukes. Yes, indeed. Big game this weekend, baby. I can't wait. App State, we coming for you.
Here's a couple of those comments I was talking about. Leah Warren says, this is, I think, reference to the first, I think it was Cal Monier, that call. She says, Deke out here talking to himself. Vegas Cut says, Deke doppelganger.
Bro, they definitely, because he was giving all your energy. Yes. You was just big. You just smiling away over there. Yeah, I can get behind that. Oh yeah, you said about 7-2. Oh yeah. You was doing a lot of nodding over there.
Great takes.
Yeah, you was doing a lot of that. You might have said great take to the last call. I think when he said that it was gonna be Kings, like yeah, I agree. That was a good one. I was like, wow, Deke, really?
Steelers win.
It's like, wow, this is crazy.
I don't know if I said that, but yeah, you got the Steelers win and Pickett plays. I don't mind that combo. It's not the worst thing.
Yeah, it's not. Worst things have happened. You're right.
Stand clear. JK, Cal. I could never call. I would sound like Biden.
Oh, no.
He's got a raspy voice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, all callers are welcome, though. You know that. It doesn't matter what you sound like. Male, female, old, young. It don't matter. We all here for you to get it off your chest.
Lou boy, if it was up to the fans, Juju would be our number 1 receiver.
You're absolutely right. So that, I guess, is the point he's making of don't listen to the fans, because you're definitely
Talking
right.
about Pickens?
No, we would have wanted Juju. We would have kept Juju over everybody. We wouldn't have drafted the guy, if the fans, because the fans do love Juju. He is absolutely right.
He doesn't have the approval rating of Pickens, though.
But we would have never got to the approval ratings of Pickens because Juju would have been the guy. So we wouldn't have never drafted him. Wouldn't have been worried about him.
I feel like he was more polarizing than that.
Who, Juju?
Yeah, because he was never the wide receiver 1. It wasn't necessarily about his off the field stuff.
But people loved him though, bro. People loved him.
Everyone likes Juju.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But people think Pickens is a top 5 receiver in the league right now.
But people love Juju.
I mean, I kind of think that too.
Juju is wholesome. Juju is like, Mom, look, he's doing the dance on TV and he's scoring, Dad. So you get both sides.
That's what I mean. I think it was polarizing. A lot of people didn't like that, especially with him not putting up that wide receiver 1 production. Pickens he's a god across the board, I think, right now.
Well, yeah, Juju's not here anymore either. So, it's kind of taking
God. Juju
down
was,
from him.
actually.
He was a god. Like, come on, bro.
His rookie year.
He had the bite game
he had
going,
amazing
bro.
approval
Come
rating.
on, man. Yeah.
I just don't see Pickens losing that approval rating, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's that guy.
But Juju also had crazy stats, too, to go with that. Right now, that's not necessarily Pickens' fault.
But that's what's amazing with Pickens.
Yeah.
He could probably go for 200 yards this year.
Yeah. And we'll be over here like,
Get
that
Pickens
wasn't
the
his
ball.
fault. Get him the ball more.
Get Pickens the ball.
Yeah, Juju's out here, 1,000-yard receivers. Like, bro, this is nuts. Yeah.
All right, that's
man.
it.
Now, that was a vibe, though, man. That was definitely a vibe. So, with that being said, man, shout out to each and every one of y'all that were here with us today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Watch that game tomorrow. Turn up. If you're at the game and you see Deke, remember to get a man a White Claw. All right? But everybody stay safe out there. Space Talk tomorrow following the game. And as always, man, we appreciate you. But until next time, baby.
Peace.